Because you don't need 20 friends. You just need 3 motherfuckers, and you could take over a country. Okay, that's what we're confused as Americans. We think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers, and you're finished. You understand me? You're fucking finished. Because we got each other.
Hey, Sean, your books are pretty much done.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday night here on Beyond Wednesdays, where we have a great session every time. That session was fucking glorious. No doubt about it. Make sure you guys enjoy the session with us. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good.
Doing all right. Great, man. I'm almost done with the theme song for the show. So, with the help of the lead singer of Fine Young Cannibals, we're almost done. Just working on the last couple,
Cannibals, huh?
What are you guys laughing at?
When's Mark gonna do a cannibal cover?
You probably
Beyond Wednesdays.
So
Beyond Wednesdays.
Oh, I'll send you the bass track soon.
Everybody's asking what Hood is talking about, and they want to know about Hood's feeling, how he really feels about the pre-code horror stuff.
I'm only reserving to the. I'm only reserving because I didn't get to see yesterday. I don't know. Did anybody get their mind changed from like a week ago?
I'm less irked from it at this point because it's cleared up. Like the way they had their AMA wasn't organized at all. Like they were literally just waiting for chat to ask people questions. Ask them questions.
You should have had that should have been a much more prepared and set up thing. You're right.
Right. They should have had like some sort of outline of even if people aren't asking questions, then like common questions that have been emailed to them or messaged to them on like their Kickstarter updates and all that stuff. Like they should have had, kind of like an outline. And then, if someone's asking a question that pertains to whatever they're talking about, then they kind of respond to it. So I did enjoy that it was way more organized the way Brian had it. It showed that.
Look.
But at the end of the day, like I'm still kind of upset or whatever. And I'm kind of nervous on like how they ship stuff. Like this is the envelope that they mailed the annual in. I'm not gonna dox my own address, but I mean most of you probably already have it anyways. So, but yeah, so you can see the shipping label here, kind of.
How much did you pledge? $500?
Yeah, I think before all the fees and taxes and stuff like that, it was like 2 fluorescent sets and the right 15. So that's also why I'm a little bit more irked too, that it was like one of a potential one of my sets that or whatever, you know what I mean? I get it's extras.
Here's where I had the biggest problem. Okay. And Brian, shout out to you, Brian. You did a great job last night as a moderator and just keeping it together and staying professional, because I would have lost my mind. Okay. So he did not apologize till the last 5 minutes that he was on. And that's because I engaged that. But they certainly had the right guy, very polished, took it like a man, went out there. But at the end of the day, man, like people don't have their books. And, we're seasoned veterans at this thing, man, where you just like, you call it, what do you call a spade? Like we've been around. Like this is, if I were going to do a Kickstarter, I would want to know all the pitfalls and all the worst case scenarios so that my brand doesn't get damaged. And I certainly would do everything in my power if I had those setbacks to get out in front of it earlier and talk he had been on the show before presenting it, and we had supported him because it was a great idea. But
Right.
he could have used Brian again. Hey, Brian, we're behind. Can I jump on Beyond Wednesdays and communicate a message to the backers of this Kickstarter? Bro, what do you think Brian would have said? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on and get out in front of it. So I would want to know, if I was going to do a Kickstarter, what are all the pitfalls? What are all the things that I need to stay out in front so that I protect that brand? He's got a great idea with a pre-code horror. The novelty of it, it's exciting. I passed on it. I was kind of like, but I know Aaron pledged, and so did Big Leg, and like, I'm going to defend my friends. I don't want them to get it ripped off.
Right, I'm in like almost $700.
Yeah, so that's a lot of money, you know. So, time is money. Like, people could have backed it, and they're not alive anymore.
I had
You know,
some
we don't know.
ideas. So have these hit eBay yet?
Yes.
Yeah, they're all over eBay, Sean.
Yeah. All you have to do is type here. I'll pull up a tab, but I do see some other questions. Oh, I have that one ready already. Okay. So someone's asking about the print count stuff. That backed the Kickstarter. So it's in the updates. Here, I can share screen too because I have that ready. So here's the actual breakdown numbers that they presented. You know, is exactly what he said, right? That it's the interior print count that they have to do spools of because of the print style with the plates and all that. I get that. And then here's the breakdown of each covers, so you can see like how many sets there are on the top right, and then of each book that's on. You know,
Can you zoom
standard
into
covers.
that?
Let's see.
But see, you know that it's an ambitious task to do that. And that's why you absolutely
better?
need to get out
Open the
and
image in a new
say,
tab.
hey
and see if you
guys, I
can
don't want
zoom
you
in
to
on
think
it.
I'm ripping you off, but these are some of the challenges right now. Just stick with us, and I'll give you an update in 2 weeks. I'll jump on Beyond Wednesdays, and I'll continue to give you guys
There you
updates
go.
because I want your business. And if this is successful, I want to be able to do it again. And you trust me that when you back the Kickstarter, we're going to take care of you. Like, that is not hard. And that's
Hey-
just what
hey,
just
Hood,
irritates me.
One of the things, there's a lot of people that feel the same way. There's a lot of comments in that episode, people talking about how there's other people that should be held accountable for their late or non-funded Kickstarters.
Oh,
And there's some big
yeah.
names
Yeah,
on that
100%.
list, you guys, and some friends of
Absolutely.
the show on that list too.
Yes,
I will say, but not just okay. Yeah, I got money in here. My friends have money in here. It just hits closer to home, I think, rather than the other ones. When we literally, dude, we directly led to a lot of sales of this. We
Absolutely.
tens
We
of
helped-
$1,000
absolutely.
that we know. So I just feel that I don't feel responsible, but like I feel moderately responsible.
Oh, because we led the horse to water kind of situation.
Yeah, well, I mean, and who
Yeah.
doesn't like this stuff? I love this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know, but kudos
want to do that.
to
I
him.
wanna
He
open
came
up-
out and took it like a professional and stayed professional. And like with me, that it's not personal. I just wanted to know like where backers stood. Was there an option to opt out and get your money back if you were just like tired of waiting? Like, because some people could use that money, you know. We don't know. And so, like, I just wanted to see if there was an out clause, like because honestly, like the way I felt, like there wasn't going to be. Now it remains to be seen. Like, if Aaron decides he doesn't want to do it, and he says, "Hey, I want out," and 6 months later he still hasn't gotten his refund, you know. But
Good point.
Yeah.
We did. I don't know if you guys talked to him. Good chance he's around, but we did have one person does have a successful chargeback.
okay.
So I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. I sent a message through the Kickstarter. Don't believe I received a response asking for my money back like a week ago. So
I think
That's
that was the
what's up.
key of that whole episode was that, you know, once he kind of said that, I felt like, okay, now you're being serious about this, right? Like up until that moment where he said that, it was kind of like, okay, maybe I feel a different way. in this interview. And but once we got him to able to at least say that, then I'll give him a little bit of levity and like give him a little benefit of the doubt. Now, okay, let's see. You get a mess up. We'll give you a big mess up. You're dealing with it in the way that you should, allowing people to get their money back if they want. That's the best way to deal with it. And we'll see if they continue to play that way. That's the key. But I got to say, big on them for at least doing that. We'll see though, like you said, Leg, if it ends up getting done. But we're definitely going to keep an eye on it for sure.
Yeah.
But it's to me, it's not hard to communicate. And just like Mark Spears, he's got a Kickstarter, but he jumps on here, tells you the status, what's going on. You can email him. He'll hit you up. Like there's a difference. You know what I mean? Like ghosting and not being and then you have reports of these books being like because that's where rumors start. They're being sold here at the con, then they're given away in a trash bag, and then people that have supported what are they to think? Because they're not hearing from you. Mm-hmm. Brian, you had to force that. I
didn't force it. Listen, I was in the AMA. I said the platform is yours. He ended up reaching out to Dennis because at the con, Dennis talked to Andrew Sumner at Titan and about the whole thing. And I'm sure, that got talked about. And it was a smart move by him to actually try and get out in front of it and use a platform. And I think that more positives came out of that interview than negatives by far.
I was very impressed on his just his behavior, because he could have come off very defensive, but for me, like as a customer, like I would want, hey, you know what, guys, I fucked up. Okay, I apologize. Here's where we're at. And let me tell you, I'm going to take care of everybody.
Yeah.
Now, the fact he shipped Yee's annual as compensation and the way it was shipped.
Well, see, that's these fulfillment services.
I got mine and I sent my address, and that was a month ago, and I still haven't got it.
That could be a fulfillment service thing, because he did say that they use this fulfillment service. So I just want to throw that out there. But you're right. If that's another thing, I had people in the UK reach out to me and tell me they haven't gotten theirs. So that's why I brought it up yesterday. I didn't know any of us hadn't gotten theirs,
If we were all, let's say all of us were going to do a Kickstarter together, like we would reach out, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we reach out? Hey, what are some things that could go wrong? How do we protect ourselves from the optics? Because people will have pitchforks out.
Yeah.
And they'll and I certainly I've learned a lot about the industry and the business over the last. Before I would just come out and blast and just assassinate someone, but now it's more like I listen more. I think about what I say now, because I don't know who knows who sometimes, and I don't want to hurt somebody. Step on toes or whatever. I will tell you that other than what he did last night, if that would have come 2 months ago, 3 months ago, he wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah.
I'll be honest though. If you've been paying attention to their updates and some of their responses, they legitimately have a professional writer deflecting every damn thing that exists. All their updates are so long-winded to tell you all the wonderful things and how things go out. So they just say yes to everything. And it's give us the books.
Yeah, they gotta be. We'll see if they fulfill in the next month, right?
How long? Okay, then I don't have books. I didn't get my thing. How long am I gonna wait for? How long do I have to wait for a freaking refund or something like that?
I think
ChatGPT is getting good on those responses.
It's taking so long.
I want to hear what Clutch has to say.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, this is one of those things where the two big things on both sides, right? One is us as fans jumping into something that is so fantastical, cool from a company that has not done a single Kickstarter before, right? This was their first Kickstarter. They hadn't really done anything. We are like, oh, this is awesome. This is all the stuff we've ever wanted. They're feeding us like, hey guys, you're going to get, it's going to smell like old comics. It's going to look like old comics. You're going to get the feel, all this stuff. It's like, bro, really? Like we bought in so hard and we're like, oh, this sounds so amazing. Like we should have done a little bit more critical thinking up front and be like, hey man, this is our first Kickstarter. They haven't had a proven record. Like you like Hood, you mentioned Spears, like you jump in, you see a Mark Spears one, like, all right, cool. Like I know Mark has done, you know, half a dozen successful Kickstarters. Like I know the next Kickstarter I can back with him, it's going to be good. And on their side is like, these guys should have done a lot more in terms of research, studying, like the fact that he's like, oh, we have this VC funding to do all this and the other. Well, you guys should have spent another 6 months, like getting this stuff figured out. You can't tell me like you're highlighting these neon color covers and yet, oh, well, it's really hard to do neon inks and like, that's a fucking huge selling point, asshole. Like I'm watching this thing yesterday and I got so pissed because I'm like, you didn't do your due diligence of figuring this shit out. And then you raise $300,000+ off our backs. Like, go fuck yourself, bro. Like that is horseshit. And I don't get this fired up and I'm sorry, but like, fuck that guy.
Well,
fuck all those guys.
It's funny you
like,
say that, Clutch, because, you know, I talked and, you know, behind the scenes, you talk to people about it. And, you know, we have guys out there like Brian Polito who do this stuff in their sleep, you know, and the whole key of this is to fulfill. Like, if I understand, I'll throw them that first fuck up for the tariffs, right? Like, that's out of their hands. If that was truly out of their hands, it was out of their hands. And I understand that's a specialized paper you have to get and all this stuff, but I do think they probably bit off more than they could chew. There's no doubt about it. And it's all key on what they do now, right? They fucked up. How do you write this ship? The same way that with multiple other people out there that are doing this, you know, doing comics right now, which that's kind of like the point of this channel, Hood, is that there are platforms. I'll give my platform to people if I feel it's you know, worth it. And you know, you kind of have to be a major douchebag to not have my platform available for you. So I was proud to see that dude jump up there. I'll at least give him that. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
But see, now you know why he was picked to come on the show. Because anybody else, like there's certain people that know how to take on an onslaught and pivot and move and dodge.
That's important.
Duck, dive, duck and dodge. You know, like it's almost like
the chat's a motherfucker, dude. The chat is a motherfucker, and that's the thing about YouTube.
Skill.
Yes, you're 100% right. It's a skill.
Because I know people like that.
Yeah.
And they're major deflectors, and it's a skill. You see it in politics all the time when they ask a question and they answer a different question.
Yeah.
And eat up so much time that at the end of the day, you're like, this dude didn't even answer my fucking question. Like, are you serious?
That was my point of them. They eloquently answer to a degree, or they tell you what they have done right. Like, I don't, but like they're doing the damage control isn't that bad. Well, until they gave away the books.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it was just one domino like, after the other.
Dude, is that eBay link? That's what the fluorescent books look like?
Yeah.
Bro, what the hell? Like, I know Matt might be the best picture. That's what the fluorescent books look like.
There's more. Look at the soul.
They're not that great looking, bro. I'll admit that.
He said on the stream last night, he's like, oh, you can see the difference. I'm like, dude, your with the images you had on your Kickstarter, that stuff popped. That stuff looked like black light photos.
It seems like a different product than what was sold.
And it says on the back of the eBay listing, because I was like, maybe the dude just thought it was a fluorescent. It says on the back, fluorescent price variant first printing. Yeah. So it says it on the back of that eBay listing that I just showed. It says it on the back that it's fluorescent price. I was like, oh, the dude might have just thought it was that, and not, it's an eBay listing.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I say that as I spend all my time selling on eBay, but
yeah, and the funny part is
what it is. We all know that.
He has a QR code like showing on the back, so whoever buys that's probably not going to get that QR code thing.
No, he has a post-it note over the QR code.
Did he?
Yeah,
Okay, I was
he's-
looking at,
he's
maybe I was
probably-
looking at a different listing.
Yeah.
For those of you guys that don't know what we're talking about, we're
We
talking about the Macroverse stuff. Let me change this. Hold on here.
Oh,
Let me remove
my bad.
that. This is what we had Eben from the Macroverse on the industry show the other night to kind of talk about what everything that's been going on with the project, and that's what we're talking about. If you guys don't know, so just to let everybody in on kind of where we're at. People are like, Johnny Boy says, I've been watching you guys a few minutes. You guys are seriously intense. What the hell is going on right now? What are y'all talking about?
Well, let me tell you, like we've got a lot of friends. I've got some friends that back this.
And I put my
if you know anything
platform,
about me, I don't like my
right?
friends to get ripped off.
Yeah.
I mean, remember we talked about the cowboy days and whatnot and all of that, and all that bullshit was going on with mystery boxes
They did.
and
What were you
all
talking
that.
about? When we
I'm
first
done.
jumped on, hey, there's a Spider-Man comic. There's Spider-Man on this cover.
See,
$20.
Yeah, it's got to be something. Now it's
See,
only
you guys
missing 4
heat it up.
pages in the book, but it's still good.
They're
know?
idiots, dude. Because seeing you guys heated up on this, you know, the way Clutch just put it, and they did. I guess I just checked. They did message me back saying that they could refund it, but they'll be able to ship in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know what they said. They said, but I haven't completed my backer kit survey. They don't have my shipping address, even though the messages above are me asking for the annual, and me giving the shipping address. So after they messed up giving those books, because I see what that piece of shit looks like, and it's not a fluorescent book. You think I want 2 sets of that for $350?
I agree.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
I got
agree.
to go with my other 2 sets that I bought.
Yeah, I agree.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. I bought 4 sets, 2 fluorescent sets. That's
Well-
it. And they're gonna be no, I don't want that, dude. That looks like, what the hell is that? That's just a freaking reprint, dude. I mean, I know it's a reprint, that's fine. What am I you gonna persuade me by what it smells like?
Excuse
Come
me.
on, dude.
Because that's
Well,
not the
yeah,
way
All the
they
PCA
presented
books.
it. They showed a photo of what it was going to look like, and it doesn't look like. And I thought I put it in the chat last night. Books are on eBay right now. Don't look like what was sold to the customer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You know,
Yeah.
if this hasn't been brought up yesterday or today, if I missed something here. So part of the selling point was that they already perfected this process, right? Like they'd already.
Oh
done it.
yeah.
This
That
was
they
good to go.
yeah they're
We finally got
ready
the
to
paper
go.
down. Now
They're
we can sell
ready
you
to
the
go.
books. Now we're gonna figure it out.
We should go back to the show that we did, like, and replay some of those sound bites.
EFAP ourselves. Yeah. Like, bro, if you only knew. If you only knew.
What's that? What do you say?
Yeah. I want to flip the script real quick because we got somebody in the chat that has a cool little thing I want to share with everybody. So one of the cool things about San Diego is we all got to hang out together. We all got to chill. And for the most part, most of us, there's only a few of us that didn't. And so we got to sign the Gromit's book. And one of the very first people that hit me up about grommets and the signatures of the grommets book was a longtime community member, Alex Lodermeyer, who's in the chat right now. And this was a cool moment for the brand. It was a cool moment for me and my friends. It's funny, some of the comments when I was talking about San Diego on last episode, people are like, Jesus, McClay, like fucking quit fucking glazing everybody up over here. But it was a cool moment, dude. It was a lot of fun. And so we got these signed books, and Alex hit me up saying, hey, man, I'd love to get one. So he's getting one of the first ones that are being sent out. But he hit me up the other night, and he's like, hey, man, I got something cool I want to share with everybody. So I sent him the link, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Lodermeyer. What's up, brother?
Hey,
What's up, Alex?
What's up, y'all?
What's up,
It's
dude?
good to see you,
Chilling.
brother.
I just wanted to say, I don't know if anybody follows Big Leg, but I got the Grommets 9/8 in the mail.
Hell
First.
yeah.
First
Oh,
Wednesday
sick.
crew variant, and it says it on the label.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at
So
that.
beautiful.
Yeah,
So beautiful.
that's super
And
cool.
from the chat, I also got these in the mail.
Oh, beautiful.
These
Sick.
over there. Thank you,
Sick.
Clutch.
Hell yeah.
So thank you so much for invited me on. And,
Yeah, man, this is
I
super
want
cool.
my signed comic book. Damn it.
Hey, Alex,
Yeah.
tell them what I did for you. Like when I pressed your books and you got that X-Men and I was trying to get that water damage out for you. Like
yeah.
from customer service. What did I do?
Don't
Yeah,
tell
okay.
them, because now you're gonna have a bunch of people wanting
no,
to.
I'm
to
just
see
saying
your
press
presentation.
No. I sent Red Hood like 19 books, and I believe it was this one, 129, Uncanny X-Men 129, had water damage on the back, and Red Hood was like, I couldn't get the water stain out, so I just went to my LCS and picked you up a new book. Yeah, that's what Red Hood gives. And so if you need books from Red Hood, just hit him up.
Yeah,
I've only
Hey,
done that.
Hood, I
like,
got this X-Men
Wow.
1. It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
rainbow
yeah,
gray.
yeah,
Would you
yeah.
mind?
Yeah,
would
I
you
have-
mind? Would you
I have
mind
an
pressing
X-Men
it and
1
giving me
that's
and
a
I think it needs a
2.0.
lot of moisture.
I think
Well,
it's
let me
lot
tell
of
you, that's
moisture.
why I don't have a website and I have clientele, and I will do everything that I can. And
Legs like, I do have a website. Be quiet, Hood.
oh no,
No.
Pressing's not on my
I mean,
website.
Let's
Pressing's
get
long gone,
pressing
dude.
off his website.
no,
Yeah.
but
I love
Stephen, my
everybody, but
LCS
I'm-
owed me a favor, and
I got customers.
we did a little trade, and he had a good looking what was it, 129 X-Men,
Yeah.
and so yeah, and I thought it was worth it. So
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
yeah,
That's
man.
And
dope, man.
this crew, I can't say enough about this crew. I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, dude. You
yeah.
you sent me out some art a while ago. That's super dope that I still haven't put up yet. But
Oh yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about your you got a little thing that you're working on. You got an eBay store, and then you've worked with a lot of guys in the industry in the past, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do a Kickstarter. We're talking about Kickstarters and what not to do here, and so if anybody saw me in the chat last night, I'm sorry. I was like fired up because I know Ye spent like $400, Leg spent $400-$500 on this project, and like yeah, and it felt like
I literally just asked for a refund.
yeah, it felt like he was this pimping his project for half the show. And I was like, man, this is bullshit. If I'm going to do a Kickstarter, I have an eBay store. And if I get an order, I send it out the next day. It's that simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, I'm friends with this comic book writer named Steve Niles. We worked on some projects before. We have like this book company called Bloody Pulp Books, and we're going to start a Kickstarter. I've been working on this book of his. We just got cover art from Joe Jusko, and I'm laying out the whole book now, and we're gonna kick it off with Kickstarter because I think he's got to deal with Dark Horse. It's a Cal McDonald, the Criminal Macabre or whatever.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And so I think Dark Horse owns the right to that character for comic books, but he can do books, prose, and things like that.
Yeah.
And so we've been getting away with him still writing that character. And I think Dark Horse only cares about TV and movies at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With that character. I don't know about the other characters. So,
Well,
so we're going to do a Kickstarter in the next couple months. The book should be done by the end of the month. So,
hell yeah, dude. That's dope.
Yeah.
Keep us
yeah,
updated.
appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
You're seeing how important right now and fulfillment is on those things, man. I hope that the gods stay with you and all the little elves and gremlins don't get in your project and everything works well.
I actually love shipping.
You're crazy, bro. I don't know how you do it, dude.
I know.
It's cathartic, right, dude?
Dude,
It's cathartic. Now,
Well,
if you
screw both
have
you guys.
to
You know how
ship a whole
good-
shitload of stuff, that's
Dude, you know how good I would be.
So on my
And
next
I
big
don't. I'm
sale,
I'm not even lazy about shipping. I just hate doing it.
dude.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's like, good lord.
I kind of enjoy it.
I
Like,
got back from con and I had to do 250 orders.
Yeah, 100%.
So, like, I couldn't even enjoy like my day off after Comic Con. I was like, I gotta get this room prepped and like get these books out because everyone pre-ordered. So
oh yeah,
Bro,
that-
you
those
had
of
a
you
great-
who did get them, I'm so stoked you did. And by the way, like when Brian figures out what we're gonna when he's gonna put these up, I'm so stoked for the folks who are gonna get them. this
Yeah.
was such a great thing. Like, I'm so jealous that I wasn't at the Airbnb with you guys to do this. You know, I was like,
Yeah, dude, but
When
you
you walk in,
you
you're like,
picked
"That's life."
such a
you're like, hey,
premium
Clutch,
spot.
you got a lot of stuff to sign. You just started pulling out stack after stack after stack. I was like,
Yeah, I
bro,
didn't think this was
what are
gonna
we
happen.
doing?
I was like, nobody wants that.
I had Clutch
I-
sign 40 books right before we
Awesome.
left, and I took him to his booth, and I go, "Hey, bro, you got to
By
sign
the way,
these."
I need one. Like, I need one to display in my house.
Only 4 people have them right now, or will have them. Right, Alex.
I have one
Eric.
for Eric. I just
Yeah,
didn't send it
Eric.
yet. He
Yep.
knows it's coming. Sorry, buddy. if you're
Um,
watching.
and 2 guys that were lucky enough to
Hold
be
on,
there
hold on,
while
hold
we
on.
were signing them and
That's
asked
right,
for
there were
them.
two.
Yeah.
No, I've
So-
had people because I've showed it on my lives that, like, that would want to buy it, and I'm like, bro. And honestly, Brian, like I told you this, and I'm like, who the hell wants this? Right? I was like, dude,
I
I'm
do.
not, hey, dude. I got my logo on the back. It's Battle Losers on the front. I'm freaking. It's one of my favorite comics I've ever read in my life. By this, my favorite people, and like, turns out some people freaking want it. So, all right, but also we kind of did make it look kind of cool. Like that was, I think, mostly your idea to just everybody pick a color. You
Yeah.
tried to leave me with like
The color's
Broncos
great.
and like
Nah,
something else.
Legs
honestly,
like
Leave me with,
silver or
Broncos and
black.
Lakers. Might as well.
Yep.
You can, yeah. I could have done something
Honestly-
cooler than black, but I don't need anything other than black. I was like, I just started naming the teams I hate with the colors that were left, and I was like,
Like-
no, I'm doing it in black.
like Clutch and Brian, like it was so cool to do that, to feel like a creator for like 5 minutes and just be in that little world of just signing. And we're on a podcast, and we're just having fun or whatever, but it kind of, you felt like a little creator for like a half a minute there, dude.
Yeah. It was fun, bro.
Did,
I felt Stein was mean bugging you the entire
Yeah,
time.
dude, that was crazy, right?
He's in the room with us right now. It was
I thought he was
hilarious.
like, "Is this shit live?"
Yeah,
Dude,
like
I
this
have
right
an
here.
out-of-body
Yeah,
expe-
when he's
Look
looking
at Stein,
at the
just
camera.
look at Mad Dog the cam, dude.
Yeah, look at him just mad dogging the camera.
Like, what the fuck,
Like,
dude? That's some scary shit, dude.
You know,
Wait, is
I
that his
think one of
angry
the-
face?
He's
know,
like,
Alex-
"Shut the fuck up, Hood."
Alex,
it's like,
my
show
God.
the label on the corner.
Hold
Mine's
on,
at-
hold on.
mine's
Let
at
me
home. I don't
put
think I can
Alex up
reach
in
it.
solo.
you know,
Because it actually says Beyond Wednesday's True variant on there.
a little tough. It's gonna be a little tough to see.
Oh, right in the
Yeah.
Oh
middle.
God damn it, Alex! You have the skate
Beyond
deck.
Wednesday.
Yeah, there it
True
is.
exclusive.
Yeah, and he's got the skate deck.
I gotta
That's
get.
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
right
need
there.
it.
Look at that.
God damn it!
Woo!
Damn it.
Is that the signed
can't-
one too?
They
Yeah,
canceled our order.
Ah, I hate you so much.
I'll sell it to you.
We ordered some. I tried to order some through Lunar for Leg and myself, and
Yeah.
we got 0, and I was really upset. I'm like, we just did a freaking 500 print one variant with you guys. Then I hit
Right.
up Mender and I was like, bro, do you got any? He's like, sorry, dude. I'm
We're
like,
the only one who
fucking-
did the variant. And like we can't get us a couple skateboards, dude.
I don't. Did anyone? Was there any other store variants for that book at all?
I think Tim Barron had one for the arcade.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, no,
Oh yeah,
he
Tim
actually-
Barron had them all. My bad.
Yeah,
There's that
Tim
one that
Barron
had the.
like- Go ahead.
Oh, there's that one that did the minor threat. They did the whole
Yep,
each cover.
Yep. That's all Tim Barron.
Yeah, that's Tim
That was
Barron,
for
yeah.
arcade
Okay.
in Fort
I got a
Wayne,
set of those.
Indiana.
They're probably still
It-
up, dude.
Yeah, and I think he did like 4 or 5 covers for that.
Yeah, I picked up the set. As soon as they put the set up for sale, I was like, that's a no-brainer right there.
I just went to. They're still up.
Dude, have you guys
Hey,
been
Joe,
following
are
Tim
they?
Barron's IG as of late?
Yeah,
He
I didn't know
was-
he was designing skateboards for Tony Hawk.
Dude,
Oh, that's
bro,
badass.
he's got some
Oh, yeah.
dope art up on his shit. Let me bring these up. So he does
Oh, I
like
love
these
Tim Barron,
band
really cool.
posters and stuff, and he'll do all kinds of dope art. He did a con recently, I guess.
You can get all 5 issues for $80 from him. So if you guys
Yeah,
like
right now,
comics,
look
I
at
would-
this.
I would definitely grab that.
Fort Wayne Tattoo Festival.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having that,
That's sick.
right? Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker, man.
So
I
here's
would
something
love-
I bought off. He's got an Etsy store.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yeah.
he did this. It's a custom made drawing in the back of it with.
Oh, that's cool. It's like a Migo.
Yeah.
That's
But
sick.
like he made this like dope thing where it's just like he drew the
Oh.
illustration and then put it up there.
Oh, it's so
like,
tight.
That's
That's
badass. That's
Yeah.
badass, dude. That's same thing that
Even got like a sketch on the back of it, like he's trying to work her out.
Sveta Shabina does the same thing. She does that where she does the sketches on her card art, and they do those toys. They're getting ready to release some new toy set for the Halloween 3 art that she did. But that's super dope. Dude, I would love, like, a dream project would be to get like Tim Barron to homage the Screaming Hand Santa Cruz art for a cover. That would
I
have
got
been,
a list of people I want to do that.
That
And I'm sure Tim Barron's on it as well. Like I
Yeah.
but
Dude,
I
John
really-
Lucero.
Is that a new sketchbook for you, Leg? You're gonna just get the guys to do the Screaming Hand? That'd be sick.
dude, why the hell not? Why the hell not?
Yeah, that'd be
With
sick.
the
We
Lucero.
collect
Yeah.
them. I mean, the
Remember
beers, the
that?
skate decks. I got a wall of skate decks. Like
What? Wait,
I think
when
I
is this Mark
spazzed
Spears
out.
guy coming on? Who's this Joker in chat?
Hey, do I need to send my autograph to JSA so they can authenticate the grommets?
Yes.
We're working on it.
Yep,
Ed.
yep,
We're working
yep.
on it.
People like Eric asked about CGC. I was like, dude, look, that'd be great, but I was like, I'm not a dude who paid somebody else to have a cover to put his name on it. I don't know if that
Hey,
counts as a.
the funny thing
I'm
about
not
that
really
though,
anybody, that's for sure.
the first two people that I ever, like, when I first thought about maybe doing a variant for Beyond Wednesdays, I reached out to John Pound just to see, like, if he's taking even
Wow.
commissions. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
for
like,
sure,
no.
dude.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one was the Santa Cruz art guy. I'm spacing on his name right now, but the original guy that did the Screaming Eyeball stuff. And those are the first two guys I ever reached out to, but they're at one point, the Santa Cruz dude was at San Diego. He used to go to San Diego, but he doesn't do it anymore, which is crazy. So, but you know, it is what it is. Alex, you're more than welcome to hang out with us for a little while, man. I want to bring up our main guest of honor.
No, I'll bow out. Thank you for having me on, and thank you all for everything you guys do, and thank you to the chat. And I'll just hop in the chat.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
Oh, man,
Appreciate you.
you're part of
Appreciate
the
it,
team,
You're
bro.
the best, bro.
Thank you,
You're
I'm
a
brother.
part
glad
of
I
the
got to meet
team.
James
Our
Gunn.
chat, we're different than other
Yeah,
podcasts.
you like that?
Our
Team-
chat
Team
is a
James
part of the
Gunn?
team, dude.
That was hilarious.
Right?
Hell
All
yeah.
right, see y'all. Thank
Later,
you.
brother.
All right, man.
All right,
All right,
Alex.
take it easy.
You know, speaking of where is that Mark Spears guy? I think we found him. Reading a
It's a
Your
good
own
read,
book?
sir.
Reading in the dark.
It's
What
like,
card
it's like
did-
wearing your own.
What
band
card did you
t-shirt
get with that one?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, can I
Yeah.
trade you
What
one of
I
my
had to
Golden
find
Man?
out, Brian, it was going to be so cool. Right when you went to me, I was going to be reading the book, and it was going to be the Kickstarter books that came today, but they're all at the shipping place. I didn't grab one yet, so
Well,
I ruined it.
it's funny you mentioned that. You recently just got your own little fulfillment center, going, and
Yeah.
you're going to have to be doing that soon.
Yeah, got a place where we can actually, because of kind of like what Leg was doing, I had too many comics, and I knew the Kickstarter was coming, so it arrived today. We were going to open it, look through it tomorrow. Some of the boxes looked a little crushed, but hopefully they're okay.
Those
But,
are hoods.
Those are Hood's books. But
Getting
yeah,
straight to
man,
Texas.
it's crazy that we've got that in already, where the cards will be here hopefully next month, where they're being printed. Just got to get the new designs on the boxes because they had to change the boxes. So
Yeah, you
that's
did some
really,
super
really
cool
cool.
stuff with the boxes, which is badass.
Yeah, we're doing a coffin boxes on some of them. It's really, really neat.
Yeah,
Oh
dude,
man,
that's a
I'm
great
super excited
idea.
about the blind bags though. I pre-ordered 200
Blind bags. Oh yeah, we're doing those, aren't we? Yep. They're the trick or treat blind bags. Can't wait. That man, that's
When's the
all I
last day
heard.
to pre-order those?
Yes, pre-order them now. You can pre-order them through your local comic book store. You go online and order them. We're hearing huge things from retailers. They're loving them. Some retailers, though, were confused, like, what's in them? We don't really understand the information. So, again, over 70 books you can pull. There's not been a blind bag like this before. Never, especially with one artist doing all the work inside of it. But I've already started doing other covers. So really, when we finish up, there'll probably be over 80 things you could pull inside. And we have there's another big, huge announcement on it, but we're getting the logistics down for it. So I can't really release that yet. I'll have to come back on and talk about that maybe in a week. But there's some rare stuff inside. Can't wait. Another thing I saw, I've been watching, other things, and people would say, "Oh yeah, man, but I hope I don't open this up and I get, that one cover, because the cover that they'll print the most times." That's not us. We're printing all your base covers, which will be about 40 covers, will all be printed at the same exact rate, right? So if there's, I believe I've done the math right. Even if there's 300,000, I think we actually got it down to 5,000 to 6,000 that the base covers will be printed at. So everything's rare. And that's what I want. I want it to, when you open it up, you're like, man, this is awesome. This is not, I want to have a good mix to where you're not opening up say you're a guy on Whatnot or a guy on eBay Live or something, or just a guy in your normal brick and mortar store, and he's opening them up. You don't want the guy to open up the same 5 covers.
Yeah.
You want a good mix, and that's what we're trying to get. Great mix, very low print run on things, rare things, stuff that's maybe only one exists. That's what I'm trying to get. So
Yeah.
I'm super excited about, I'm already, I was talking to you there about different ways I'm going to plan the shows, which I'm not going to go too deep, but it's going to be, people are going to have different options. People are going to be able to, we're going to hang out live and be able to do some fun stuff and do some trading and things like that. I know
this is
a lot of people
evergreen
won't
product.
get 2 at a time, but I'll try to facilitate that and see how it goes. And there hasn't really been too many other products like that. I mean, okay, not anything to this level, but I've had people trade the DC Superman ones that got doubles from another feed or something like that. So this opens up a whole new can of worms that'll be just a lot of fun that we can have online. It'll take hours to do some of the shows and things that are planned, and they'll be more fun than money, so.
I just love the way the blind bag looks.
Tomorrow I have to turn in the blind bag actual for the printing. So, but it's going to look just like that. I think I'm not really changing anything. I love the way the retro feel of it.
Yes, it's super simple, straight to the point. I like it too.
And that jack-o'-lantern's bad as fuck.
Mark, have you guys, Igor? I'm not ordering 10,000. But Mark, have you guys? Because we've been on this train with the Macroverse stuff or whatever. What are you guys doing in terms of, or what is KeenSpot doing in terms of making sure the printer understands mixing up stuff so you're not getting boxes aren't getting Lunar's not pulling from a sealed box of the same issues and just giving somebody 500 copies of each one of those. And what about the bags? So how are they going to seal the bags? What type of bags are there?
Well, we went with a different printer who is known for this. Good. So that solved a lot of our issues, because we did not want to go with a printer who had never done them, because we knew that's going to create a lot of problems. So the printer that we went with has done these blind bags for DC in the past, over the last 10 years. So, they're a reputable printer. They've done stuff for Dynamite, DC, all over. The blind bags, they assured us there's going to be a great mix. They assured us of that, that wouldn't happen, because I can't have it where someone goes on a live stream where they're, selling them before. Hey, you want to buy this one? Okay, I'm going to open it up. And if it's 10 of the exact same issue, I have failed in what I do. So I got to make it to where on my end, dude, I'm going to be turning in covers until print day. I'm keeping going. I'm going to make more covers. The one thing that helps is it gives the odds of pulling, it makes everything lower and lower on the print run. So that helps. They are supposed to do their part and have a good mix when it goes to Lunar. Some people will buy directly from KeenSpot. The retailers will, and that has to be a good mix. It can be done. I've done trading cards for years, and you have a good loadout. You have a good mix.
Yeah.
They could actually. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know if people knows how the secret sauce is made. But they can actually know exactly what's in them blind bags when they put them in that box. They can say, here's a blind bag. Here's a box of blind bags, 150 of them. There's 2 of every cover inside, right?
Oh, they know the sequence.
Up to a certain point. Now, the 40, like I said, that we're doing, those would be easy to put in there. You could actually have it where every box out is about 3 of the 40 of each one, and then you would have your rare ones, your glow in the dark, some of your foils, things like that. So they should be able to do that. I know my trading cards can do it. So they should be able to know and random, mix it up a little bit. But if you just randomly went in there and mixed everything up, you're going to have a box that has more foils in it than it does regular. It's just the odds of doing that.
Sure.
So,
The odds are that way. Yeah.
Hoping they know what they're talking about. They can do it. This has been never done before in this magnitude of covers. So I don't know. And we're also looking into. We don't want people to spoil everything. We don't want it to be where we got some secret covers out there that we will not reveal probably till weeks in. And things, because I want it to be a surprise. I want it to be where if he's opening it, he goes, man, I didn't even know this thing existed in here.
Right. So you're gonna have a checklist, basically, is what?
Yes, we will have a checklist.
Nice.
It might not show you what it is, but yes, checklist will be from day one, so what cover it is. But I want to have it where even if someone gets the bags early, tries to spoil it for everybody else, there's so many covers they can't. Because it would be, they would have to spend too much money. They would have had to have 20, 30, 40,000 of them to be able to spoil it all. So that's my goal, is to just keep working and I can stop some of these things, I guess. Because the more covers I put in there, it's harder for them to spoil it. So,
yeah,
that's great.
I want to talk about Farley Con. Before I do, I want to bring in our boy John. What up? Heroes Reborn.
What's up, guys? What's up, everybody?
What's up, brother?
What up, brother? What's
you
up?
finally made it home.
Oh man, I'm surprised they did it with one flight.
So you didn't have to take a train, an automobile.
Yeah, planes, trains, and automobiles.
Man, it came close to that, man.
It sounded like it was hell for Leg and for John getting out there, man. You guys,
5 different states for me. I think how many states you got, John?
I don't know, maybe just under you, maybe 4. I don't know.
Nevada, Charlotte, North Carolina, Tennessee, Texas. It was an ordeal. Both of our flights canceled, rebooked. Wouldn't have had to rebook. Oh boy.
Yeah, mine was one direct flight from New York, planned originally to Tennessee, then it was canceled, rescheduled next day, then the 3 flights connecting, stopping in 3 different states. It was crazy.
It's like Mark Boa had to eventually drive home.
I was going to ask, did he make it okay?
Really?
So it's crazy.
Oh, we all know that he doesn't need.
Yeah, did he make it okay this time?
Yeah, he's okay. I did check on him. He's fine.
I didn't mean to laugh, but he looked fine. So
did he look good? I was going to ask how he looked. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was doing good. He had a lot of fun. He still has a broken hand that he has to have surgery on. So
wow. Yep. For those of you guys that don't know, Mark Boa is one of the biggest Mark Spears Monsters collectors on the planet, and he went out to Huntsville Huntsville Con, and on his way driving back, he got into a horrible accident. And
I think it was in Mississippi, up in that area.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's still suffering from the effects of that, man. That's sad. It's just,
Yeah, but he's
cherish every moment, man, because you never know.
Amen, Mark.
He's lucky to be here.
Amen.
He's very lucky.
Yep. So you guys eventually did get there. What was the first day? I know we talked to you, I think, on Saturday night. You guys jumped in for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken,
Right.
just to say hello.
Well, I remember we was on your show. I don't know if we were on camera or not, discussing how many people would show up.
Mm-hmm.
And I said,
Yeah, it was all live.
"Oh, was it live?" And I remember saying, "I
Sorry.
think we might get 100 people, and that would be awesome." Okay, did anybody pick higher than that? Did anybody say, "Oh man, I think it's going to be a huge
Come
show"?
on,
Did
man.
Hood? I don't know. Dude, it was as crowded as Huntsville Expo or more because it was only a 2-day show.
I'm pretty
it-
sure that's what
it
the
was
consensus on the
Bell
panel
to bell.
said.
I
It literally shocked me that many, because I thought, okay, there were people waiting outside when we got there Saturday morning. I thought, okay, yeah, that's just going to be a morning rush. And people were saying, yeah, it's just going to be a few people, and then it'll die down. It was that way the whole entire time. It was until Sunday. We actually closed down like an hour before and just we're done, so I can go and meet some people and stuff. So it was crazy. I just was not counting on something like that.
How many books you
and I
think you
the
signed, Mark?
difference was like being streamlined, like it was
Yeah.
like being able to get everybody, you know what I mean, putting limits on it in the first place, not knowing how much stuff people wanted, tell them they can get back in line, whereas before it wasn't. And
And that line doesn't do it. We had overflow as well. They put you across the thing on some bleachers as overflow. So,
yeah, that's the end of Sunday also right there. I know because I know who was where at the end. They're just everybody hanging out. So
Look at this, John giving
was
out
cool. That was
so
goodies.
funny.
What
Oh,
a great.
man, look at that. That's cool, dude.
I love it. But it was nothing like I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't think it would be that big, and it was, man. It was as big as Huntsville or bigger. Which the guy from Huntsville Expo who runs it was there as a vendor, and it shocked him. I mean, it was just like
right.
It was a steady flow the whole entire time. I'm just again, man, I'm just in awe that many people came. What, 3.5 weeks notice that I was going to be there right after San Diego. The con usually does around 1,000 to 2,000 people, and we made that con. It was a Mark Spears con, man.
Yeah, he said by far it was their best ever. The owner.
Yeah. Dude, we even had Sergeant Slaughter and stuff asking who I was, because everybody was like, "Who's that guy?" Because we were just had the whole line.
Mark, I want to ask a question just real quick because I just saw it in the chat. The Ghost Zapper asked, Brian, ask Mark if all the print runs of each different covers in the blind bags will be released somewhere after they come out. You're only going to put the books. There's covers you're creating are only for blind bags, the blind bags, right?
Yeah. Those covers will only exist in the blind bags, and I would imagine we will take 1 or 2 pages to list the print runs and what the cover is. Sometimes we might put a question mark because we don't want you to know what that cover looks like. We might give it a name or something, but yes, all those will be revealed. It'd be kind of easy. We had to do all the math to start with before we could turn it in. So it's like I said, it's the most things that we printed would be the base covers, and then it'll go, the foils will be a little bit lower, and then you got your really rare like black and white or glow in the dark, and I got the trick covers will be there, and also I got an idea of another kind of cover I'm going to put in there if things go good. So there'll be even more announcements within the next couple of weeks of even more stuff we're trying to add to it.
Look
There was
how
another
beautiful.
question too, Mark, if you got a second.
Yeah.
Igor Paralyzed asked, will the incentive ratios be inside the bags, or are those only for outside for retailers when they order that?
Incentives are only for retailers. Nobody like Keith Spot will not be carrying them. Only retailers will have those. the print run of those will be, shown to everybody, so you'll know exactly how many there are. These I'm taking very cautious steps with these because I know this is our first time we ever did a 1 in 1,000, a 1 in 500, and 1 in 250.
250.
So I know I want the retailers to keep the value of those. So I don't want to put them in the blind bags. I don't want to have them sold on a website. You had to order those blind bags to get them.
That's great.
And you know what's funny, Mark? Tonight on the market report, I have a little market report to go through. There's people that are pre-selling each cover and one blind bag, and you're gonna shit when you see what they're pre-selling for. So
Each of the
The
ratios.
incentive covers.
the incentives,
ratio
yes,
covers.
yes.
Oh yeah.
So basically, there was a pre-sale, and this is just to give. We're gonna go through this a little later, you guys. Market report. One of the market report items is a set of each one of the incentives and one blind bag.
And one blind.
So, but I'm so stoked for this. Here's an example of one of the tricks, you guys. Look at that.
Yep.
That looks so great. That's so cool, dude. That's a great idea. Like the wolf.
I got some
fucking
more
with it.
ideas for trick covers that I haven't even done yet that I'm going to add. So right now, what my workflow is, I'm not working on anything except Spawn 77 is my top priority, and just in case Todd's watching. And my second thing is I'm doing a gunslinger cover. I'm getting that
Hell
done
yeah.
by Friday. But other than that, it's this. And so when I'm taking a break from doing Spawn, I'm jumping on one of these covers. So the trick ones, there's going to be more trick ones added, more base covers added. If I think something looks good and glow in the dark, I'll probably have a base, a foil, and then a glow in the dark version if I think it can do all three. So like the nun cover was huge this weekend. That's what everybody talked about. There is a nun cover that I don't think I've released the image anywhere, except maybe Discord. It's got 3 nuns on it. It's going to be glow in the dark. So I can't wait for y'all to see that one.
Nice.
So yeah, again, the blind bags, man. But plus, we're also doing it at Christmas. We're getting all that the stuff ready for it too.
Look how beautiful this looks with that blue paint pen. It's funny because the first thing that I asked Sean is like, "Oh, did you guys use those new Sharpie paint pens?" And he's like, "Nope, Mark likes his paint pens." And here they are. Look at all the paint pens.
I didn't ask, and like he's using them. So we had the drying table going there. So yeah, if he's using these, they look so good on there, then there we go. If there's time to dry, because people are buying so much stuff,
That looks so good, man.
Because they're still those are great if you're gonna be like super quick, but like with this line, there's enough time for him to get through.
Let's talk about the line. What was the line like at Farley Con?
It reminded me a lot of Huntsville, but
same.
we had a staff of about 14 people with us. That's including me. It's about 13. And we needed every single person because it was that we had more tables than ever before. We basically had a upside down U. One of the tables was drying tables. It was crazy, man. I just we were kind of prepared because we had so many people. We had all the tables, but we weren't expecting that many people to show up. We really weren't. And
did you?
It was amazing, man. Just the outpouring of love and support is just crazy because you're sitting there thinking maybe I'll get 100 people, and there could have been 500 people there. I have no idea at the end of the day. We probably have a transaction total where we could look at transactions or something like that, but I have no idea how many actual people went through that line, man, and how many times they went through. But it was just man, people from Texas that drove 12 hours were there. Some people from New York, California, Seattle, I think one guy was. It's just all over, man, and it's It was so awesome. And they would talk about their favorite covers. They would talk about the blind bags coming up, Spawn 77, things like that. So
How did the Elvises sell?
oh, they're so great. That was probably, besides the nun, the top ones, and then the sharks, and then I had a female vampire too. So
And then for
I don't
those,
know which
I
one
was
would have
worried
sold
I had
more
to read it.
if there was, like, I don't know which one would have sold more if there wasn't a white Elvis. You know what I mean? If there's only a black Elvis and
Yeah.
a black nun.
Because you had two,
Yeah.
because there really, I would have probably just said, look, I'll do one of the other. The white Elvis was interesting, that one, because of it's a new card stock. And it when you see it in person, it reminds me so much of the 70s because of the way it feels, the texture of it. It's not slick. It's the
Matt.
card stock that DC uses on their books. So it just looks like an expensive book when you look at it. So I loved it. I like the other Elvis with the foil on it was great too.
Mark,
but-
you know what you need to do with this book? Listen, I know that you had some, obviously you weren't going to sell out the con because there just wasn't enough people going to that small con.
right.
But you put some of these books on your website available to people. I don't know if they're still up there. You guys go check. They might still be up there.
We put them. We sold out of Elvis within a couple hours yesterday.
Oh
We
my
had
God.
whatever we had left over. There's only 3 out there now, and only
they were
like
all-
20 copies of each. They might be gone by now. I hadn't checked a couple hours, but we had the vampire and 2 sharks. The shark retro, the shark foil. Yeah, they sold very, very quickly.
And
Well,
if you
you know
would
what-
We had 199 of everything. So we had over 1,200 books besides the other books we brought. So we didn't sell out completely. But and I did make sure I wanted the people who came out there and did, all that way had a deal. So we did raise the price on the website because I don't want it to be the same price. What was the point
Good
of
on
going to
you.
the conference, right?
Good on
So
you,
we
Mark.
raised the price up. We charged shipping, so that way, the people who came out got the better deal. But
Mhm.
I was just like, hey, I know some people want them. Let's put them here, and we sold out within a couple of hours, I think, of all those. And I didn't even I didn't tell people, didn't prepare them, saying we're going to be doing this later. I just put them up there, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. Then I put on social media that I had them up there. They so quick.
Something that's very interesting is I see this and I go, if anybody has one of these, if you get your girlfriend or your wife, if they're into the bejeweling stuff, to throw some actual jewels on this cover, holy
dazzle that
cow.
mofo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wouldn't that look dope? That would look
Yeah.
super dope.
That would have
Elvis
made
baby.
it good if the white was glow in the dark. That would have been a neat cover
Bro.
too.
Bro.
If you think about it, so that would have been a neat one.
Well, I think that listen, Mark Spears is Mark motherfucking Spears nowadays. You know what I mean? And I'm so glad to see everything working out so well for you, brother. I can't wait until you get to see the fruits of your labor at a big con. I know we've talked before about maybe seeing you out at MegaCon or something like that. I can't wait till that happens. But something I also love about you is, you want people that come out to these cons that get books signed by you to have something special. And we've kind of been seeing that a lot lately. How many times you sign your autograph means something in this industry. And for the longest time, Todd McFarlane would not sign very many things. It had to be local events that he was at or local cons in Phoenix or something like that. He would not sign very much. But even in the market report today, I see, because he's signing so much now and he's, pre-signing his signature. I saw one of his new San Diego Comic Con books signed sell for $120. And he is signing as much as he can right now. And it shows that, that's a big deal on secondary market value. Now, it gives more fans your stuff, but it means a lot when they come out to an event, because you're not at a lot of events, man.
Right, exactly. And I want it to be special. To me, if you get an autograph by somebody, so that would just be the exact same thing as if Brian, you gave me an autograph by some musician, right? That's cool. I might collect that person. I really want that. But if I went and met the person and got it signed, now I've got a memory attached to that signature. And that's what I want those people to have, is a memory. Like, man, I remember going and meeting Mark, and I got this book signed and all that. So I'm trying to limit how many shows I do, how many signatures I do, just because of that. So, the blind bags are about to come out, and I was telling my wife, I said, something big's about to happen, because right now there's only about 140 monster covers that exist. That's everything. Exclusives, incentives, second printing, third printing. Sounds like a lot. I told her, I said, but after October and December, there will probably be about 180 more covers out there with Monster and the Wolf and Monsters #8. And then you're going to have Spawn #1 come out around that time, right? Either the end of this year, first and next. And I told her, then you also got the Man Wolf, Marvel thing coming out. People want signed. So I told her, I said, it's going to be insane at the next signing event, because there will be more stuff that I've never signed before. And then there's the older stuff people will want to bring as well. So that's going to be tricky to navigate and see how I'm going to do it. Do I limit so many, like limit to 3 or something like that? I tell you though, my hand was hurting pretty bad. My thumb was swollen on Saturday and Sunday when I left, it took Monday. So it's weird. You would think it's just my hand that hurts, because, okay, we didn't prepare for these things, which we will in the future.
No
A
stretching.
table, because I'm a kind of tall guy, Brian, you're tall, hood and leg. Tables, if you're signing something, you're having to squinch over and do it. The table wasn't prepared for me, it wasn't lifted up or anything. So by Monday, I was so sore. Felt like I've been chopping firewood or something, man. I was just sore all over my right side. So it took about a day to get even normal a little bit. So I will probably start limiting it more, 2 hours on, maybe an hour off, 2 hours on. But it's just tough, because when you see all the people there and people are saying, like, Mark, you got to take a break. And I'm like, I'm not going to take a break. And all these people are out there like that. So we did numbers at one time. I think for 2 days we did numbers where you come back. We handed out 66 numbers of the people there, and then they came back a little bit later in the day. But got to get through everybody, because I just know how it is as a fan, man. I don't like waiting in line long times, and I don't want to wait in line and then the guy's hurrying you up saying, okay, what you want? I got to hurry.
Yeah, it's tough for you to have to balance, like, not just fans and people who are coming to see you for the first time, but also you got dealers who are bringing through, like, hey, I got a truckload of books we're trying to do, and you want to find that right balance, and it's tough, man, and trying to make everyone happy.
It is, because you don't really know the two different. Sometimes I can spot a fan, sometimes I can't, man. I can't at all, because they'll be like, man, Mark, I'm such a big fan of your work. Can you please, can you sign this one this way? Like, put this little okay, man. Yeah. And then somebody will show me, hey, man, Mark, that just sold on eBay 5 minutes ago. And I'm like,
One of the
we had the bigger, like, dealer guy, he knows who he is. He kept coming up. Right, but he never waited in line. He never did anything. He was like, I got a lot of books. He's 100-something books. And he kept going, all right, maybe the end of the day if we clear out. Well, finally it clears out. I see this guy coming with his wagon, right? And I know what he does. He knows he doesn't pull any, he doesn't, hide and everything like that. And he's like, wait, I don't get a big discount for all these. And you're like, no, like, everybody else been waiting around for entire days at a time. Like, what would you wouldn't even wait in line? Like, I'm thinking probably going through your head.
$5 extra.
Like, dude, everybody else gets.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, usually I would make you pay extra, but I said, I don't have it. We've cleared out everything. I can do it right now if you want me to. But he was like, no, I just won't do it. And I was like, great. Now I didn't have to hurt my hand anymore. It's
yeah.
I don't know.
Mark, you know what's going to be exciting is like and I think I told Brian this like last October, like you weren't even in the teeth of your whirlwind success, right?
Right.
I mean, this is your fucking holiday, bro, for monsters.
Oh yeah,
And
October,
like
and I think
this comic book in October is going to be seasonally correct, right? So you think if you're a retailer and you're not ordering these bags for your customers, like you're missing the boat, bro. Like that's what your customers want, whether you like monsters or not, and you're just a Marvel DC guy or what. Like customers, they watch YouTube. Everybody on YouTube is going to have these bags, and they're going to open these bags. They're going to be on Whatnot. It's going to be a thing like you've never seen before. I'm just telling you, like
It's gonna be fun.
I've been around. Like I've been around. I've been around comic books for 40 years. I've never seen anything like this where you've got a seasonally correct product of a comic book. Right? You guys know how like Halloween-esque covers sell during October. Like you already know that. But now you've got a brand specifically designed around the holiday. Like if you didn't do a blind bag, that would have been a mistake. If you don't buy these blind bags, that's going to be a mistake because people are going to regret it. Just a chance to pull something, and the fact that you're going to have different covers and you've taken the due diligence of making sure that somebody opening it has a chance to get something good. And you're I don't believe the market is flooded because you have enough product out there.
I think that
Right,
retailers are gonna eat off this so much. Collectors are gonna love it because the price point is the same price point as a
normal cover.
as a normal
Mhm.
book, right?
Yep.
And it just adds so much to it. So, online live sales are it's gonna stay evergreen there. Brick and mortar shops are gonna order a bunch of it. It's gonna sell there. It's gonna be fun to open throughout the years. And I think the coolest part about this, Mark, is one of the things that you thought of early on was I'm gonna do a percentage instead of like saying I'm gonna do a one-on-one like a hundred. Only 100 of these exist. I'm gonna do a percentage based on the pre-orders, and we know that the pre-orders are gonna be bonkers. I can't wait to hear what the pre-orders are. But once FOC happens and then everything, and there's still books that are going to be in there that are going to be super rare, and it's based on percentages of the ordering, which is super cool to me. I think.
When's
And
the
the
last
thing, it's
day
gonna
that
be
these blind
preference,
bags
you
are
know?
going to be available? Like
It's
when
gonna-
when is the
FOC
cutoff?
gonna be
right
preference.
now is September 1st, but it could change. I know that they were looking at trying to move it up a week to give it more time for printing, right? Because again, this is going to be a huge print job. So I'm not exactly sure. Right now, as it stands, it's still September 1st.
Bro, you're gonna break a fucking record, dude.
That's FOC, right? And then
Yeah, FOC, and then
street date is what? October.
oh, the street date's October 1st. That's another thing I pushed for. Is if this is in a retail shop, now they have 30 days to sell this book before Halloween, right?
So cool.
Yeah.
Which I don't think that'll give them that. I don't think it'll be. They ain't gonna be on the shelf. If these are on the shelf the week of Halloween, I'd be shocked.
I told Steve at my LCS he should have a midnight release or something like that to
Well,
really.
Hood, I've already been talking about that with some people. I said I want this a big event. I want it to be midnight releases. So we're going to try to contact whoever we need to. If we need to contact stores directly, Lunar, whoever, I want this to be like Harry Potter when it came out, right? I want this to be midnight releases, throw a party. If people need me to stream to their store that night, while they're waiting,
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea, Mark.
Like so we want it to be a big event, man. I want it to be something special. and I want to break records. And you know what? If everybody loves it, we'll do it again next year. We'll just keep
Amen.
this train going, man.
Amen.
And y'all mentioned, I don't think this I hadn't really had many people say that about saturation on this, because I'm doing so many cool covers. It's allowed me to where I'm not having to sit there and go, oh, I only have 5 spots, so I got to fill it this way or that way. So I can do so many great homages. I'll just go ahead and spoil something right now. I'm working right now on another window on another Black Cat homage with a different character, because I love that Black Cat cover, right? So there's a lot of cool homages. There's cool characters you've never seen before going to be on some of these. It's just, again, I think they're going to look great. If you like a Mark Spears monster cover, then this is your jam. You're going to love it.
Let's talk about that Hulk Hogan you did. I saw the pictures of Hogan and Macho Man Savage. Bro.
Yeah, I did that back in 19 maybe or 20.
Bro.
I was so glad.
That was sick as shit, dude.
Oh, thank you, man. I was a huge fan of Mega Powers back then, and all that. All the WWF in the 80s, right?
Oh, man. Saturday nights, dude. Like
Saturday Night Main Event. Me and my brother would watch it all the time. And heck, I even loved, what was it? Hulk Hogan, the cartoon. Was it Rockin' Wrestling?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, dude.
I had little picture books still from when I was a kid. Still has the stickers in it.
All the LGN figures, man, were just amazing. Man. Had to get all those. So yeah, man, that was a good time. I miss those times. So yeah, I did that probably around 19, and then did which no one hardly ever sees. I need to find it and bring it on one night. I did a Hogan Andre stare down or something, and I don't know. No, I don't think I even made many prints of it, maybe 3 or 4. So I got to find
how many prints did you sell of that Hulk Hogan?
Get me on that list.
We took what we saw that we had some, because somebody was looking for some Alabama prints. So we brought some of those, but then Melissa said, hey, I got a couple of these. You want to take them? I said, sure. In all, we probably only ever printed maybe 30 of those Hulk Hogan Macho Man prints, maybe 30, 40. It's just not that many. We never, because I never had a good avenue to sell that stuff. So not many were ever made.
Yeah, when you had somehow had it on a show for a second. So in Huntsville, I said, hey man, you held something up that looked like you might have did it with the Mega Powers. And so you went and you brought me back like to sign that one, and man, I thought it was so great. It was nice to see the guys buying them. You got to tell your Hulkster story in line.
Yes, that was fun.
To the guys in there. That was great. So
Hulkster's on our market report tonight a little bit too, which is interesting. So we'll definitely go through that. But I mean, you have the October stuff coming up. You've got the December stuff coming up, and then you've got a lot of interesting things that have been happening that are still coming up that we can't even talk about yet. But one of them that we can talk about, which was very cool, and I just want to hit on it again, was seeing your art on the Man Wolf Magic the Gathering card set from Marvel. And
I ordered me some this last weekend, man. I got me some coming.
I told Clutch before the show today, I was like, I think it would be cool for some people who might not be into the Magic the Gathering stuff, like myself, to get involved and just check it out through this Marvel branding opportunity. And I would love to, I hope maybe Clutch might think about it in the future, but do some type of content, with him or a bunch of us, playing Magic the Gathering with this card set, because it feels like an inroads for a lot of us who may not have been into the original set. So this to me was super cool, bro.
Oh, I always wanted to have something with a Marvel Legends figure like that, man. So that's just that's the closest thing of like doing maybe box art, but it's almost even better than box art, because now you're going to use this card. A lot of people will use it. And So it's interesting because I'm sure people will bring me the card to sign, and some people will bring me the box like and never open it. So
That's gonna be dope, bro.
Ooh,
but
that
yeah,
would be
I
fun to play
can't wait. I
Fletch
love the
in
I love the
Magic.
way that they display the box in it and everything. It's awesome looking. Oh,
Yeah.
then I have a thing that Mr. Todd wrote me this week about. Is asking me like, hey, any updates on Spawn 77?
Ooh.
So third issue is getting done tonight. I will be done with the third issue, I think, here in a few hours.
No, that's
And
awesome.
then so man, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they will actually put that out. They could release it in October, November, December, January, something. And I think I'll be done with the whole thing by the end of September.
Oh wow.
And man, I'm telling you, of all the stuff I've did, it's my favorite right now. Love my monster stuff, but Spawn 77 is really cool. And I can't wait to get back to monsters on number 9, right? Because I hadn't got to do monsters since the free comic book day one, because it was already done. But on that note, though, number 7 is due to the printer. I got to send it tomorrow. If y'all have read the Kickstarter, I switched some things around, added 5 new pages, and took out some pages to push to a different issue. So it's not the exact same as you remembered if you read the Kickstarter. So,
Well, you're
Bro,
gonna be signing Magic the Gathering cards
when
for
that
sure.
hits stores, bro, that Spawn 77, that's gonna be a fucking juggernaut, dude.
yeah, I can't wait. I hope they put a big marketing behind it, because it's really good, man. The characters is what it is. I was talking to Larry Hama. Never got to meet him before. He's amazing. He did a panel, and I got to pick his brain a little bit. And it's really interesting. I write the same way he does. He says when he does page 3, he doesn't know what's going to be on page 3 until he does page 2, because he lets the characters write the story. And I do the same thing. So there was a time in Spawn where you come out with a plot early. You have to do that to say, okay, we're going to approve this or not. But I was doing it, and I almost got through with 3 about last week, and I was like, wait, this character's actions, that's not the way this character would act. So I had to go and insert a new character in there, and then go back and add them to number 2 as well to make it make more sense, because you really want everything to be character driven, right? It's all about the character's journey and conflict. And that's why I think the Spawn thing is going to be so good. And then again, I think Monsters, when I hit number 9 of Monsters, man, I can't wait. Unholy. I got so many cool characters coming up with Unholy One and everything. So, yeah, it's just it's very fun, man. I love doing what I'm doing with the creating part of it, where I get to write it. I don't have to worry about someone sitting there going, no, you can't do that. I can kill a character off if I want to. It's the freedom you have and the flexibility. It's just awesome.
It was great to see you with Larry on stage in there talking to.
Yep.
Yeah, talk about that.
Cool.
You guys had a
Larry's
panel
a
or
legend,
something?
man. He didn't. I shocked he didn't get the credit he deserved for everything he's done. Because he was saying, Brian, that back in the day, they would not treat him. He said, I hadn't went to a con, Mark, back in the 80s when G.I. Joe was like really high on sales. They would never let me go to a con. He would never get an invite, because they looked at it as a toy book. So
Really?
Marvel wouldn't do that. There's
breakfast.
Larry there. Larry was actually right next to our booth, to the right of me there. You just can't see him, but he was in the next table over.
So
Larry would have been to the left of the. Oh, there's Larry there. He's a great guy, man.
Look at this. Yeah, here's the
that
panel.
was our panel up there. But yeah, he's great. He's 76 years old, and just wow, the knowledge that he has of all this. There's a Hulk
Look
Hogan
at that,
there.
man. That looks like a monster cover, bro. You
Says
know what I
RIP,
mean,
brother.
dude? Like that, it could be a Hogan ghost monster, dude. Right? You already know. You picked the right color, dude. You know, Mark,
Yep.
you should have had some red and orange in there, dude. That would have been fire, dude.
That's cool. Look at Larry
This-
signing GI Joe books. That's awesome, bro. What a
Finishing
cool.
up that Sunday night, man. End of the
Yeah, it was
con.
right
It's cleared
before.
out.
That would have been funny if that would have been funny if Mark had about 100 books, and then Mark would have asked Larry, "Do I get a discount?"
Hey, I went up to Storm Shadow, the guy who does Storm Shadow's voice. He does
Okay.
lots of other things. I mean, he's been on tons of things, from Deep Space Nine to Deadwood to all this stuff. And he knew who I was and everything. And I still said, "Hey, I want to pay you for this." But he wouldn't charge me for the signature on the Joes. He wouldn't do it.
That's awesome.
He did let me give him some for Storm Shadow, the figure where he signed it. They're just the nicest people. Dude, I got me some Sergeant Slaughter. I first met for the first time. Wow, that guy is amazing. Amazing. And I can't wait. I want to do some work with him in the future. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, there
and
is
then,
some.
Larry.
There is some covers that Mark's going to be doing in the future that you guys are going to really trip out about. I do know that. What's the word on the card set? I just want to ask, just for everybody that's that back that card set, what's going on with the Halloween card set?
It's being printed now. That, like I said, the only thing that has left to be printed would be, or that's not in line to be printed, would be the boxes. The wrappers already approved the other day.
Yep.
So we're doing the boxes now, and then I have to change up the box from my original design because they had to, even on the hobby box, they changed it to be bigger, deeper, and all that. So I might make it more of a simplistic box, more black and orange and stuff like that. But that's the last thing that has to be printed. So I would imagine, I told them I wanted it 1st of September. So I figure we'll get it in about a month. And then the comic one, we just got the comics today. We got to go through them, make sure what's damaged. We got to start sorting, bag and boarding, signing the, ones that are very limited, like 1 of 100, 2 of 100, things like that. So I got a team in place. They're handling all that with, so I can continue to work on Spawn 77. And then when they have all that stuff ready for me, I can go over there and start signing those books, and we can start getting those out. And then we're waiting. The only thing that we are waiting on, besides doing quality checks and bag and boarding stuff, the T-shirt should be here in about 2 weeks. So if you remember, if you pledged on the comic Kickstarter, everybody got a T-shirt. So
Monster and the Wolf, you guys, and then of course the blind bags are Monster and the Wolf, which is going to be great. Man, you guys are right about October being Mark's month. It's going to be amazing. I want to go through the market report really quick with you guys since I have everybody here, because there are some interesting things to talk about in the market report with everybody. Starting off, we just got back from San Diego, and I thought this was very funny. San Diego Comic Con 2025 Convention Center parking pass for all 5 days sold for $600 just for the parking pass.
what?
Amazing.
Which has already been used.
Well,
I'll be
July
quite-
18th,
I'll
4
be
days
quite
before.
honest with you, where I don't know where that was. That could have been a bargain.
Really?
If that shit was at the convention center.
I think so.
Yeah, dude. Think about trudging back and forth with those carts, and stuff like that. If you went downstairs and put it in your car, all that crap. You know what I mean?
Well,
seriously.
The first year I went to San Diego Comic Con, I had a parking pass, and I parked right under the convention. There's those underground parking, and I would go every morning, and it wasn't a big deal to find a spot. You could just go in and find a spot.
Oh yeah.
That it's changed so much since then, though. So
It's also amazing too if you got like a cooler down there and you got some road sodas or some sandwiches, saves you so much money. Oh my god.
great
Well,
point.
well, Hey Brian, in New York
Yeah,
City
Drew's
Comic
feeling
Con,
it. Drew's in the chat. He knows.
when you park nearby the Javits Center where the New York Comic Con is, it's around $80 to $90 a day. So that's actually cool to have that already prepaid and set,
Yeah, very good point.
you know?
Speaking of Mark, here's the set I was talking about. Set of 4 Monster and the Wolf #1 blind bag ratios plus 1 blind bag sold for $1,000. Pre-sale.
I'm so shocked at that though, because to get that right,
That's
the
cheap.
guy had to spend to get all 3 ratios. He had to spend about $3,000.
Well, think about it, Mark.
But he didn't
Tho-
get
those
all
are
the- all the
dumb.
back.
they're evergreen,
idiot,
bro.
man.
Those
That's a
blind
band
bags
set.
are the gold, and this paid for a bunch of his blind bags.
No,
Yeah,
that
that's
guy's
what he's
dumb.
done is he's
guy's a moron.
basically he was able to get 33% off by doing that, right?
Yep.
To take it off of the other. I think though, man, I think that Hyde glow in the dark is going to be a banger at 500. I know that's a lot, but think about this. Some of my other books are selling in that 500 to 1,000 range, and they're not glow in the dark and stuff like that. I think that might really.
That's what you were
I don't
saying,
know.
Leg. Yeah.
Well, what he's doing is, so he got, let's say he bought 1,000 bags. That means
Yep.
he's got 4 1 and 250s, 2 500s, and 1 1,000. So he might be trying to add it up to get the bags for free, but it's still a little bit undercutting.
Oh, I didn't even think of that, Leg. That's right. He don't just get 1 250, 1 500, and
Right.
1,000.
So that it's still, I think it's still
It's,
undercutting.
I
Honestly,
think
I
it's
think that's low. Like that, it's kind of, this is the kind of stuff we kind of hate. And then if those things are catapult into the stratosphere, when these things drop in October, it's over 2 months from now. He might not honor that. So I think that's a low sale.
We'll see. It's still interesting. It's still very
Oh
interesting.
yeah,
Interesting for sure.
Yeah. This
Yeah, it's like Drew just said it right there. Will the seller fulfill the order if the prices go higher?
Yes, great point. Because not only
Battle
have
Beast, they
we've
didn't.
I've had multiple people reach out to me about not just sellers but big retailers that we know, big name retailers, not fulfilling on pre-sale prices, which is not a good thing, you guys. It is one of the worst things you could do as a retailer. Moving on, there was a lot of really good UK sales on the market report tonight, and this is one of the best. So this Elseworlds 80-page giant was recalled back in the day because there's a story in it where they put a baby in a microwave, and it only got released in the UK or in Europe, I think. So you only find copies from there. This was a 9.2 of it that sold for $332. This is such a crazy book. This was one of the all-time like Wizards. The first appearance of Moon Knight, and a couple other books were like always on the Wizard Hot 10, no matter what. This is one of those books right here. Crazy book, $332.
Yeah,
Nobody
this
puts
book
baby
was
in a
always on
microwave.
that rare and recalled comics site that we used to look at,
Yep.
Brian.
Yep. Tough book. All right. I know I've talked about this book before, but I don't remember where it came from. Back to the Future, Biff to the Future. And it sold for $125.
Yeah, this whole run is super rare. Like I had picked up like issue 1, the variant of that too, and did it on another pod or whatever and talked about this book. But this is the graphic novel. The individual comics, they're super fucking rare.
Wow. That's cool. And then the Dave Stevens Vampirella Maine. I think it's Maine. Is that what it is? Maine. And Mature Audience Industry News, #1, $187. You got to hold on to it all, you guys. You never know. That's why I love when comic shops get like those old backstock from those old stores that have been sitting in, storage lockers for years. This is the type of stuff you find. And then this next one, this was given out at the Comics Pro thing at San Diego. I was lucky enough to get one of them. Very few people talked to the guys at VFriends. It was very interesting. And to me, they were the #1 people to be at that Comics Pro event. If there was anybody you wanted to talk to as a retailer, it would have been these guys at that point, because they're wanting to get involved into the comics world. The V Friends is a big deal. I think Gary Vaynerchuk is kind of a dickhead, but maybe, most, businessmen, successful businessmen are probably dickheads. But this book is selling for a lot, anywhere from $265 to $300 on this book. It's a little mini ash can. So next, there's some really good scores for whoever got these. If you can get a near mint copy of Noble Causes Family Secrets #3, the variant, the B cover, which is the 141 homage, I feel like that is a score every day. First appearance of Invincible. He's on the cover. He's not on the cover of 3A. This is his first appearance. This is such a key book, and people don't realize how rare it is yet. And all the Invincible stuff is still super hot. I mean, like fire hot. It's crazy. I'm really digging remarks lately, and there are a couple of really good remarks on the market. It's funny because Clutch had some Humberto Ramos remarks from San Diego that were really cool. I saw some of Mark's remarks from Farley Con, which were really cool. This is one person that I didn't get a chance to get. I brought the Bitterroot variant for him to sign, and I didn't get the chance to get it signed. Sanford Green at San Diego Comic Con, he did this Doom remark. Look how badass that is. That is so good. And on probably I love Sanford Green, but this has got to be the best Sanford Green book ever. Mm-hmm. So, Ultimatum #1, the Finch 1 in 100, a crazy rare book that's so tough to find, $150. Buy-in on that feels like a steal. Such a great Magneto cover.
Yeah, dude, it's badass.
Creatures of the Id #1, first appearance of Frank Einstein, aka Madman, and look how good it looks in that slab. $477. Speaking of monsters again, 9/8 of monsters in a CGC slab of the first print at cover A are selling for $625 still.
Woo.
That's crazy, dude.
Not even signed.
Not signed, nothing. That's such a cool book. And then I know we talk a lot about facsimiles. We dog on them a lot, but they have their place. And one of the greats is the Nestle Quick Action Comics reprint from 1983. And this raw copy sold for $230. Pretty cool.
You know what? We're that's about equidistance from when that book came out. From when Action Comics 1 came out to now. So if you think about it, do the math.
Yeah.
I think everybody, do the math on there. That's about
crazy,
right
bro.
in the middle since.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Let's not think about it anymore. Next,
Paul Green. I love me some Paul Green.
Paul Green.
And every once in a while, if you're a Paul Green fan, you get rewarded on eBay, and you can get books like this.
$144, bro.
Bro, look at
remember when this book came out, dude? It was so fucking hard, dude.
I think there was a different one. I think only the NYCC had it because I think there's a different cover. But
there's a cover where the color is different. There's also a Stormtrooper cover. Bro, that Paul Green book is amazing. But look at that 9.9 Kickstarter. Again, you guys, Kickstarter editions. Like, shout out to James Kreider out there. We know we love some Mark Spears Monsters Kickstarter stuff, but you can pick up some of these rare Kickstarter books for so cheap. They're such good pickups right now. If you can, $120 for a 9.9 Paul Green Kickstarter book.
Just the quality of that art is just amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the furry stuff always cracks me up. But Genis, man, early Terry Moore, first Terry Moore stuff. I want that Genis #1 so much. That is such a grail book for me. And I love, creator first, and early Terry Moore stuff is great. So congratulations to whoever.
Katsu and
Francine.
What's her name? Francine and Katsu from Strangers in Paradise.
Yep.
Terry Moore is the best, man. So
Hell yeah.
Literally. Yeah.
It's good, man.
Hell yeah. So like this proves that you guys can, there's so many great, you can zero in on some really good rare stuff on eBay right now. Vampirella #1, Will Jack, 4th of July cover, classic. But look at that remark on there, dude. Are you kidding me?
That's cool.
So I saw him do like a firework remark on Whatnot, and it was incredible on this same book.
Oh man, dude.
Like 4th of July fireworks. It was pretty badass.
He
Yeah.
he had a pretty nice selection of remarks there in San Diego.
Wow. Mighty World of Marvel #1, no 198. This is the UK magazine. This is super important, you guys. I've talked about this many times. I'm going to talk about it again. When Herb Trimp first did the cover for this, that Marvel did not like the face of the Hulk, so they had John Romita do the face of the Hulk. They replaced the face of the Hulk. This is the original cover without the Romita face of the Hulk on it in this copy, this UK copy. $200. I want one of these so bad. So that's another Grail book for me. Love these UK books. Shout out to MJ Comics, Comics with Sneakers, Painey, all my UK brothers out there. And then CGC 9/8 signature series with Millie Bobby Brown of the Stranger Things 6 #4 is such a great pick to have her sign. Like, what a cool signature series book.
I've still got that Jenny Frisian from Comic Con from years ago.
Yep.
The red and black that came with the thing. By the way, did you guys see the Stranger Things is however many episodes? I think the shortest episode is like 2.5 hours long.
Are you kidding me? Wow. Way to
There's
go
like
out.
8 episodes and the finale's over 3 hours. There's like 20
Ooh.
hours of content.
Dude, that's gonna
I'm
be
pretty. If you've been waiting for something, that's what you've been waiting for.
wow. That's amazing.
I don't
What a
think
way
there's
to have a final
I'm pretty
season.
sure there's not an episode under 2 hours, and I think there's like 8 of them.
That's
Say
cool.
what?
Yeah, it's
Jeez.
insane. There's like 8 movies.
That's crazy.
Dude, I will. That is I hope they hit. That will be a phone down. All right.
Yep.
Set a timer for an hour. Popcorn and pee. All right, intermission's over.
Yep. Amen. Next, the Real Ghostbusters #1 newsstand sold for $950 in a 9/8.
I bet that's the only one.
That's nuts.
Those now books.
Yeah.
God, I loved them as a kid, but finding them,
That's got to be a
Newsy
top
9/8s.
one.
Who didn't beat up their Ghostbusters books?
That's a tough one. Jeff DeCall. Jeff DeCall's been quiet lately, right? We haven't heard much of
Real
Jeff DeCall.
quiet, yeah.
And I saw this sale Rise #5, some of these old school Double Take comics where I know at Double Take went out of business. If I'm not mistaken, they sold a huge amount of their backstock off. And some of these books are tough to find because they're probably just sitting in backstock of stores that don't realize what they are. Rise #5, the DeCall covers, and a couple other DeCall covers. So $130. That feels low on those. I could be wrong though. And then one of my favorite books that I'm searching for is the foreign edition, the Spanish edition of Walt Disney's Comics and Stories #69. Now, this is a great cover. I want the original, or I want this cover, but it's not the original. The original had a real gun. And this cover, they changed to a bop gun. Yes. So if you can get the Mexican version, it has the real gun, and that's the one I want.
wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
What are they?
Hell yeah.
What does it sell for?
A lot, probably. I haven't seen any sales recently, but I imagine a ton.
I've definitely never
Imagine.
seen one in person. I've never even seen one like report on a sale in like so many years that it's basically irrelevant. But if this one sells for $450, it's got to be 3 times that at least.
Shout out to my boy Neville, the Grail Hunter, who's got a really good YouTube channel and IG channel. I finally got to meet him in person. He was at San Diego. We tried to meet up at the Bad Idea Party. I sent him the text to the Bad Idea Party, but it didn't go through. But I finally got to meet him and say what's up to him. He picked up one of these recently, and I told him about the Mexican version. He was blown away. He's a really cool dude. Make sure you guys check out his content. Moving on.
What
Next.
confounded Brian?
Oh, the Sanford Green. Are you kidding me, dude?
Yeah, dude. I
Look at
fucking,
this,
Bubble
you
gum
know.
and bullets.
yeah. So this is super fucking scarce, right? It's a trade with the Sanford Green art.
That's
And
awesome.
Wow.
that was probably the only disappointing thing from San Diego was I didn't have a chance to get this signed by the man.
Wow, dude, that's super cool.
And I'm heartbroken that I found it. I was looking for it, and I'm heartbroken now.
I brought the Bitterroot variant for him to sign, and I forgot, and I didn't get it signed.
Oh.
Check this out. So going into the toy section, the vintage 1975 Mego Toy Fair dealer catalog sold for $166.
That's cool.
How cool is that? That's like a Sears
Dude, that's got to
catalog
be just so cool to look at. It.
on steroids, right? Yeah. A lot of cool Joes in this week's market report. I love the Steel Brigade OG figure, the gold head figure. I don't have a gold head, I don't think, but I do have my original G.I. Joe Steel Brigade figure in the box. They sent it back in with the like dot matrix printer printed out certificate that says
that's
all the abilities that you chose as a kid to have on that character. I gave my characters. He had specializations in ninjutsu, I think, and laser weapons, and his name was the Rapper. That was my 6-year-old self sending
The rapper, R-A-P-P-E-R.
RAPPER. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro. I will show.
I bet he would rap as he's doing it, right?
Yeah,
Like
bro.
kicking your butt, he would rap.
That's amazing.
So I
You're
still have
dead.
that.
Now you're really dead.
So that was my 1986 self or whatever.
Love it.
Yeah. Masters of the Universe prototype of Mantenna. Are you kidding me? A test shot prototype? $1,300 it sold for.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all if you think about that, man.
Yep. I agree.
Wow.
Homies. You guys know I love the homies. And these I had so many of these back in the day. It was crazy the amount I would collect of these things. And this was a set of 1 through 8, including a bunch of the rare ones that sold for $202. There's a couple of cool homies things that I saw this week. But one of the things that I really want to do for this channel is at some point I want to reach out to the original artist that created the homies that used to do the comics in the Lowrider magazine. Because he is amazing, and here he is. This is him doing some signing at an event recently, and more than anything, you guys, I want the Lowrider magazine with the first homies cartoon in it. Check this out, dude.
Partying just drawing the people around me, and then I started saying,
Hold on here. Let me start this correctly. Let's give this man some volume on this here. There we go.
"Oh man, I was just partying, just drawing the people around me." And then I started saying, and I would give them, I'd tear the picture out and give it to them as a gift. And then people would ask, then they ask me, "So what's the story? Or what's the deal with this?" And then I started making the comic strips.
Oh, so you started with the comic book.
Yeah, that's how the homie started in the Lowrider magazine. But I was the first homie.
Yeah.
But then I started drawing the other people.
And it just took off from there. Here we go. Big
This is worth getting a copyright from. I have no problem with that. Look at this, you guys. They show the original
All my big
magazine.
leg hats are City Lokes hats.
Look at that.
I'm not wearing one tonight. But
They're the originals, you guys. How cool is that?
which lowrider was it?
Lowrider
Do you
magazine.
know?
I gotta find out. If anybody knows, let me know. I want that. Shout out to Nick
Oh,
Barucci
man,
who's
I
in the
was
chat.
just partying.
Nick Barucci also was who did the homies comic books, which
And
I
they had a
love.
whole bunch of lowrider magazines, old school from the 70s, Brian, 80s.
Yeah.
They're at half price, dude. The other day.
Oh, they're
Motherfucker.
great.
Dude, Hood brought me an open box of cards at Huntsville.
Yes. Yes.
We had a little gift giving little session like we did.
That's awesome.
More UK stuff right here. I love the UK Joe toys. This is the Palatoy Red Laser figure, and sold for $169 loose.
Hey, Brian,
that's
this is
Killer
headed your
Commander,
way,
right?
dude.
Look at
that.
Do you want it?
all
Do you
these
want it,
boxes.
bro?
Hell yeah,
Awesome.
bro! I'd love
All
to
right,
have
bro.
that.
I want to open
That's
it. but I
Cover
haven't
Commander
opened it.
painted red, but what's the head?
The head is a I think a Cobra Commander of a head, but painted with like at the top of
Yeah.
the silver part, a black mask.
It's right at the top. Yeah, it's like his eyes are up at the top, and then like the top of his dome has like a skull on there because they're the red skulls.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
So they're so cool.
And then the next is the UK Cobra Action Man Action Force figure, Steeler from 1984, $305 on that one. I've never seen that figure. That's it must have came with some type of vehicle. So that's super cool. Then vintage Muscle Men, the hot pink ones, not the regular flesh colored ones, which I love the most, but these hot pink ones are super rare, and a lot of 25 of them sold for $202.
Dude, I had some of those.
I know, and I
I had all
hated
the
the
different colors.
I hated the different color ones when I was a kid. I
I
always
only
wanted the
like
flesh.
the,
They're the rare
orangish ones, but I got those because that's all they were selling at one
Mhm.
time, right? Toward the end.
Yep.
I think the later prints are the colors, right?
Yeah, the hot green, the
Yeah.
hot
Like-
orange.
Yeah, I've showed her a bunch on there. I've still my
Mm.
dad tossed a bunch of my stuff, but I maintained a gallon Ziploc of these things. I looked them all up though, man. Apparently, I just had the OG stuff. You know what I mean? I didn't have that many colored ones. I didn't find what's the guy's name?
The Satan
of
Cross.
Lucifer?
Yeah,
Satan
you can
Cross.
see Satan Cross. He's right there in the bottom left.
I need one.
Yeah.
I'd
My
love to
favorite
get
was
a
the
whole
hand.
set of the other ones.
You have a
There's
full
collectors,
set,
there's
Mark?
whole Facebook groups and everything, man. Those are one of my favorite toys.
Mark, did you say you have a full set?
No, I said I'd like to get a full set.
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
where they actually reproduced all the originals. Did you see that? I might
Yeah.
have saw it on your where one guy was selling that, but they were just a little something different, but you could get they redid them all.
There was a
But it
guy
was
that does
a lot of them.
that makes like all kinds of different things in these style, like Monster in My Pocket muscle style of like Jason, Freddy, like all kinds of different
Yeah.
little ones, which is cool.
I would love to
Bootleg.
get monsters done like that,
Oh,
man. Can
hell,
you imagine?
bro.
Yeah,
Mark Spears Satan's Cross variant,
Oh,
but really
bro.
but just use the original pink like that and shade it.
If
You know what I mean? But
anybody is listening out there who wants to make the muscle type toys as Mark Spears monsters, contact me. Also, what I'd like to have, the Mad Balls. I would love how Mark Spears monster balls.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I mean,
Yes, sir.
Clutch knows
what I'm
somebody.
talking about.
'Cause Clutch knows a lot of people. I would kill for that just because I would want them myself.
I
right?
want your monster balls, man.
Somebody clip that, please.
Hold on. Excuse me.
That and the Dennis one from last night are the two best clips of them.
What's your monster balls?
Somebody had to say it. You said Mark Spears monster balls. Come
Dude,
on,
I
man.
would
Everybody,
love
is
that.
everybody not gonna laugh? Come on.
I want the muscles and the monster balls because those are actually things that are a lot cheaper. There's no it's not an action figure, right? Where you have to worry about the joints and all that. This is just, molded plastic or whatever, the rubber or whatever it is.
Monster
Yeah.
balls. That Monster
I'm putting
Balls
it out
comment.
there.
That
I want both. Someone figure out how to do it and get to me. Clutch.
dude, that
Yeah.
Monster
A
Balls comment
glow in the dark monster balls cover.
was as good as this comment.
2 sets of balls.
Tech guy over here, the feed's dropping out. I finally said, who the fuck do I gotta blow to get a tech guy over here?
Hey, Hood, if we do get that happening, you have to wear a shirt. I love Mark Spears monster balls.
Oh man, you ain't even got to ask, bro. Mama.
Speaking of bootlegs, look at this Transformers Megatron bootleg, unopened. How crazy is that, dude? $150 it sold for. I don't know where it's from. I don't know, but you can
Things
tell
I'd
it's
buy
bootleg.
for a lot more than that, Alex.
Yeah. And then I've never seen this Battle Beast set from Japan, the original Transformers, because they were part of the Transformers at first, you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know that. The little holograms were first supposed to be Transformers things. And you can see this is the original Japan set when they were still part of the Transformers. It sold for almost $1,000, $925.
Wow,
Isn't that cool?
that's sweet.
Oh yeah.
Couple of lost legends. Starting off, Hulk Hogan. We lost Hulk Hogan, and you got some Hulk Hogan nostalgia. The Jimmy Hart from the Hulk Hogan era. Jimmy Hart sold for $215. Look how tanned, dark tan skin.
Hey, Mouth the South was pricking tan though, dude. He wasn't that far off.
He's still to this day. So that Hulk, is that the exact same Hulk, but that had the red shirt on it?
Yes.
Painted. Wow.
Yep.
Look at that price, man. Wow.
Crazy, isn't it? We went at San Diego this year. They are bringing back the old school wrestling superstar set, LGN set. They even had like Logan Paul as one of them, and they look really good. They have a really good like Street Fighter wrestling set where Ultimate Warrior is Blanca, and it looks so badass. But the next, rest in peace, the late great Ozzy Osbourne. Those DNA cans, whoever bought those that were limited to 10. The last sale I could find was on July 11th. Somebody bought one for $3,000. Can you imagine what they're selling for now?
Dude, I thought those. I honestly didn't think that was real.
Right?
Like the advertisements for the no, not the sale of the can. I thought they were joking about that.
$450 was the buy-in. Yeah. Here's the commercial.
That was an easy.
There will never be another Ozzy Osbourne unless you have his actual DNA. Introducing infinitely recyclable Ozzy by Liquid Death. These cans of low-calorie iced tea with B vitamins have each been drunk by Ozzy himself. And each can contains trace DNA from Ozzy's saliva, as well as his handwritten signature.
This is crazy, you guys.
You can see why I thought that was fake. Right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just saying here.
And it was real. They sold out $450 each. There's only 10 of them.
Dude, I'm going to have to start doing that at cons. All the drinks I drink, I'm going to sell them at the end. You get Mark Spears DNA.
You had an unopened Coke at the end, nice and warm.
I did have that Coke sit there so long, I just never got a chance to drink it.
That's
I'm going to start signing that stuff and handing it out.
Next, we have some really big Mego sales. Yeah, the vintage. Look at that.
That is awesome. That is so nice.
That's a lot of money, right? $3,300.
It's funny that it's the Captain
Dude,
Action.
that box looks amazing to be from 67.
Isn't that crazy?
That's real?
That's real, bro. This dude
Good
sold a
Lord.
ton of them. Look at this one, $5,100 for Thor.
Oh, wow.
This is a
Dude,
different.
that packaging on that looks amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's incredible. Unpunched card from.
That's wild.
Look at that hair, bro.
Yeah, look at that hair. Holy cow.
Fucking majestic, dude. Somebody
Th-
scalped Barbie.
This one was $5,100 too.
That Falcon is pretty scarce.
But it's got to be.
Dude, unpunched? That means
Yeah.
it never even sat on the shelf.
Somebody probably had a case.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, that's it.
probably a hoarder's house or something like that.
One of the greatest G.I. Joe figures ever made.
Look at
Zartan, unopened in the bag, and the tape just fell apart on it because I remember the tape on these.
that. Bro, you're talking one of my most favorite toys when I was
Is that the schizophrenia version?
Oh, let's take a look. Hold on here. Psychological profile, extreme paranoid schizophrenic. It is. Look at that. That is crazy.
Brian, if you had that right now, would you go outside tomorrow and see if it worked?
So
would you
it's
leave it
funny
in
you
the
say
package?
that, Mark. So here's what I did about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I was going through a famous flea market here in Arizona called the Brass Armadillo, and there was a box, the Zartan box, and but they had opened it up and played with it and just put everything back in the box. So I bought it for $100, $150, I think. And then first thing I did when I took it home is I took it outside and checked to see
Did it
if it
work?
turned colors. Hell yeah, it worked, bro. Hell
Still
yes, it
works.
worked.
I tell you that's probably one of the best figures of all time.
Oh
Agree.
yeah.
I mean, no matter what brand, like Star Wars, Star Trek,
And
G.I.
here's
Joe,
how you
whatever.
know it's a real Zartan box to me. The tape that they used on all these Zartan boxes was that tape that had the string in it to keep it. Yep.
Yeah.
And you could see it right there.
Bro, you can still find it online. The fucking commercial is
Oh,
what
yeah.
had every kid.
Yep.
Like, I gotta have that chameleon motherfucker, bro.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So Clutch, what we did wrong, we should have did the one cover of that Zartan, right? Just one, but we should have had it when you get it dark, when you make it go, it glows in the dark blue. That's what we should have done.
We could have done a lenticular as well.
Yeah, our lenticular.
Yes.
See, we might have to revisit that one day. You'd be
Let's go
riding
back.
on this.
Let's go back.
Oh, bro.
Man, you could remark something on the face or something like that to make it look
Yeah. Paint them.
some kind of color, like
marker.
that kind of shimmer, kind of make
UV
it.
marker. There you go, Mark.
Oh man,
Get a UV
You know what?
ink marker.
UV marker.
Yeah.
See, you ain't even got to pay us, bro. We figure it out for you, man.
Well, there's a lot of dreadnoughts out there still. I wouldn't mind. I'd like to do one day. I'd like to have a whole complete set of all the dreadnoughts.
So the original dreadnoughts, because I did not know this, but spent a little time talking to Larry Hama, who and one of the things was, he was signing the books, signing your book. So he says, what people don't know is originally, because of at the time that it came out, the Ewoks were popular. They wanted all the dreadnoughts to be like fluffy teddy bears. And he said, you can't go around and have G.I. Joe shooting at teddy bears right there. So the dreadnoughts are supposed to be this like fluffy teddy bear character. And this is, I don't think he was messing with me. Right. And so he was like, no. So he ended up making them like, like rogue alcoholic Australians or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we ended up with the dreadnoughts, but they asked for teddy bears, and they asked Larry Hobby for teddy bears, and this is what they got. So,
dude, we're in that panel, and Larry's talking about different things. And he goes, one time they asked me, I got up to, sometimes just don't know what I should do. So I got up to one point where I had in my notes that these guys get a sleeve tore off each. And he goes, okay, now what I'm going to do? It's just boring. They got their sleeves. Okay, I know what I'll do. I'll give them a tattoo. I'll give them the same tattoo to take less time. Then he said, then I said, no, I shouldn't make it the same. I'll make one of the tattoos a little different. And he is freaking describing Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Because the lore of that, he just come that just like, okay, I'll do this.
That's crazy.
This will be easy for me to remember. And man, it's something else.
This was interesting. This was a sale for a Spider-Man 2099 newsstand 10.0 never opened. Wow was the title.
Oh my god.
Whoever bought
I remember
this,
those kind of bags, man.
Whoever bought this, like, I want to know what you were thinking to pay that much.
Why? Yeah, why? Because it's probably not in mint condition.
No.
What are you talking about? It literally says it's a 10.
10.0 on the listing, yeah.
Like, why would they lie?
Because it's never been opened. It's got to be a 10. Then you can open that thing up, and inside there's just like pages stuck together.
Look at this one.
Yeah, I mean, they've got 99.2. It's still positive.
I wonder what they sold it for, though. Like,
Yeah, it was like 200, I think. Absolute Batman #1 CGC 98 Philip Tan NYCC variant sold for $704.
Oh.
I didn't know this book was that big of a deal. from 2024.
Comic Man. I didn't either. Cool book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money for that book. So that is the market report for this week. Very
It's a good one,
interesting,
man.
to say the least, right?
Hey,
So-
are you guys psyched up for the Punisher being in full comic representation, like the skull and goddamn, man, like Tom
What are you
Holland
talking
and Spider-Man?
Oh, I've stayed away from that. Tell me.
Nah, it's just they showed footage of them filming
Is he in
the
Go-Go?
movie.
Is he in Go-Go?
Huh?
No, it's John
no,
Bernthal.
no.
Yeah,
It's
but it's John
Bernthal with
Bernthal in white Go-Go boots.
Hey, man, we don't know.
I would like to see him in white Go-Go boots. I'm not talking smack, dude.
Bro,
I
can you
Also
imagine they
in
get the
that,
go-go boots
James
on?
Gunn.
Hulk's
James
also
Gunn
gonna
would
be in
do
the
it.
movie. It reminds me of 2 issues of Spider-Man, right? You'd have one issue, he's fighting Punisher. The next issue, he's fighting Hulk. You know, it's gonna be weird. And then they also are putting Mr. Negative in there, or Negative Man, whatever his name is.
You know what I think? Because I've been speculating like this is like your one and final chance to get Black Cat in there, but I just feel like Shang-Chi is going to be in there. Because
Could
if
be.
they do the full street level thing, like I just feel like you're going to get that. It's going to feel like a 70s comic.
No Danny Rand.
You better recast it, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're good. I'm excited to see any of them. Like I said, I knew he was in it, but definitely anything they can do with the Punisher. Bernthal was perfect.
Oh man, yeah.
You know, Wilson Fisk
They should
recast as well, so I don't mind them doing the crossover like that.
You see, though, Tom Holland made 500,000 for Homecoming. You know what he's making for this movie? 25
million.
25 million.
Not surprising. He's really done a great job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he really is that. I mean, he might be almost as old as me, but hey, he's still good on him looking 18. So
yeah,
must not like beer.
Man, 25 million.
That's a lot.
Crazy. Think about, I mean, like before they even film anything, they're out 25 million in the hole.
Dude, they're
just
at
because of
half
one
a
actor.
million in the hole.
I mean, but
or half
but
a
can't
billion in
sell
the
that
hole.
movie without Tom Holland.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I
he's
mean,
got such a huge fan base. Like
that's
you got
what
to pay the
happens. Movies like
you got to
that.
pay the quarterback. You got to pay the quarterback.
That's
the
what
quarterback
happens.
of
Where if the franchise does well, you're beholding to the star of that franchise. Then they got you got to. We don't want to recast this character. That kind of happened with Robert Downey Jr. He didn't want out of the Iron Man, but they were like, "Dude, what we have to pay him."
He's
Well,
made
let's just give him off.
$500 million off of MCU since he started.
What do you get for Doom though?
A
I
lot.
had to double his salary.
Yeah. I mean, he got what he wanted because they had to fix everything. But
Which is crazy, but the casting is crazy to me. It's just if they can, I hope they can make it
because
work.
we have so much of that cast, man. What they're making. That's why it's hard to make a good movie nowadays, man. Is so much is going to one or two people. It's just
Yep.
It reminds me. Hey, it's the same thing in sports. If you're paying if all your money's going to LeBron, you can't surround him with a bunch of people.
Amen.
Well, here's the thing,
Especially football,
and I'll say it real quick. A team is almost punished if they're drafting correctly and they end up having to pay a quarterback X amount of dollars, and that basically they can't sign offensive linemen and things like that. And so I've always thought that you should back out the quarterback's salary out of the salary cap so that it doesn't penalize a team only if they drafted that quarterback. Does that make sense? And that way you don't punish teams for drafting correctly, right? You reward them by backing that salary out.
Hood, what do you think?
I mean, that to me, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
To me, that's a no-brainer, and it would help small market teams that draft correctly, you know, but they're punished and they lose their star because they can't pay.
Hood,
pay 'em.
what did you think about this J. Scott Campbell Venom cover? Some of these covers that he's putting out, I feel like aren't up to par. I don't know what it is. I
Bro,
think
that, you know, like I look at it, it
I
looked
like
like
this.
Inyukli. It looked like Inyukli. Like
Yeah.
just looking at it with
I like it, but it's almost like it's a connecting cover to something else.
Yes, that's
and
the
there's
problem.
no background, right? Where
Yes.
if that was if you put that Venom and there's a Spider-Man coming at him or something, and they're in a city scene, that thing's a banger, man. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I agree.
It's just, I think it's
Yeah,
the
but there's no-
background. They just reused the same. I don't know if he did it or if they did it for him, but they just put the same image again, bigger with faded for the background.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's part of the style of the covers too. But I think the hard part is the fact that like, dude did like 50 or 60 characters in such a short amount of time. It's like that. You just gotta.
Dude,
you know,
he gave
you're not
up
gonna be
on
as
doing.
creative as you could be, if you gotta just crank them out.
He gave up on back.
I love the hands on it. I love these I like it. It feels like that was it's just missing the background stuff, which I don't want to really say that because my stuff I do black background sometimes because I'm too lazy, but it's just like that is an awesome anatomy and everything, and it's dynamic. It just needs what's happening. Is there is Spider-Man fighting him? If somebody put some background to it, and that thing would be.
I want full body too. I want the whole body. I want the leg, the arm.
Yeah, the position of it looks like it's a connecting cover, does it not? Like there would be something on the left.
Yep. Yep.
It's almost like a statue design.
But this one right here
Yeah, mama.
is a hit, ladies and gentlemen.
Mama.
I haven't liked really any Campbell's Venom covers, to tell you the truth. I can't name one.
So is that a thing they're doing with these where they're just duplicating the image in the background? Like
Yes. These are called his spectacular collection, JSC. And he did like Clutch said, he did like 50 covers. There's a Ghost Rider cover that I'll show you that looks, but he did a ton of covers. But this one, holy cow, did he knock out the freaking park.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's good.
Bro, that's like he was born to draw Mary Jane.
And the placement of the image behind her is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and I could see him signing that one. Like there's a lot of good room on the left right there if you wanted to.
Yeah. And then the regular cover is really good too with the trade dress in it because it's behind her. So I would just buy the trade dress.
See,
I think I like that one even better because it reminds me. It looks retro for some reason, like from the 70s.
Yes. Yeah.
So first appearance of freckles on her leg.
I love those freckles, bro.
Dude, thank you, John. Thank you, John.
I love it. I love it with the.
I started Pinotion, started doing freckles on girls' faces, and now everybody's doing freckles now. I guess Mark's gonna have to put freckles on the unholy one now, dude.
Yep.
The cons, like
I'm
great
gonna call
shoes.
it the hood freckles.
The hood freckles. There you go, man.
So that was a good cover. JSC, he also did a Captain America. Again, I like it better with the trade dress than I do without it. But it
Those
feels
versions aren't
stiff.
good.
It feels stiff.
They don't look as good as what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I agree. So he did that one. But I like the JSC.
When it says his name there, is he like inking it too? And who colors it?
He has a colorist
I thought
that
Nell
does it
was supposed
himself.
to come back.
I think it's his.
Yeah.
Isn't it his
No,
girlfriend
Ruffino
or
or whatever.
fiance?
Nia Ruffino?
Didn't used
No,
to do that.
it's-
I thought they would put the color's name on there and the inker, but so he's inking it. Somebody
No.
else colors it.
I think Clutch.
So it used. Go
Clutch
ahead.
is correct. I think it's isn't his girlfriend or his wife that doing it?
His muse.
Mhm.
Fiance, I think.
She looks like his character, but like also like at least it's because before, so he'd have where it says Campbell, he'd have that, then he would have his JSC logo, which also has his signature in it, and then if you got a sign book from him, he signs 6 inches long, So you would have 3 signatures. Yeah, that's only Campbell. When he writes J. Scott, then you'd have 3 signatures on every book. The one printed on, the one in the logo, and then the one up the side or wherever he's going to put it. And they're like, cool. That's how I know who did this book.
Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, I heard is really
Hey,
good.
bro, click on that Steve McNiven cover, bro.
This one looks like Frank Miller.
It's not that bad.
I heard this series is really good.
Bro, that looks fucking badass, dude.
That's pretty cool.
Who did that cover?
McNiven.
Is that McNiven?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. He did Civil War.
That's not so
Oh,
typical
okay.
for him either. I like it.
Dude, that's amazing.
That's
So
badass.
good.
It's got a Frank Miller feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I thought that's what you said originally, that it was Frank Miller, and I was like, what?
Tell me this doesn't have a Frank Miller feel
Yeah,
to it.
that totally looks like. Is
This is
this an
McNiven,
homage
too.
to Frank Miller, kind of?
I don't know, but it feels like it.
Are both of them?
I feel like all of them
Hey,
have been.
Yeah, it
last
kind of feels like
issues 2 and
they're
1,
kind
too.
of doing a little.
Especially her right hand reminds me a lot of her right arm.
Right, because that was the way
Right.
she carried it in the miniseries, right?
Yeah. Just the whole pose and everything is kind of Frank Miller to me. Yeah.
I love this Paratori cover.
Yeah,
right
look
here.
at the Cam and Cooley. They're all Miller homages. We figured it
Yeah.
out. Or you guys did.
This one's great though. Look at this one. Deadpool kills the universe, Marvel
Oh,
Universe one last
wow.
time. Yeah.
I love the angle.
Yep.
That's nice.
He's
Yeah, it
killing
takes
you.
a second.
Yep.
See, look at that Daniel Warren Johnson, Brian.
This one.
That one right there, that
it-
Virgin. Can you
This is
click
an
on that?
homage off of what's that series?
Bro,
Last fall or whatever.
I mean, I'm telling you, Daniel Warren Johnson, like he's different, man. Like
He is.
his stuff is just getting better and better, dude.
Looks like a penis. Moving on. J. Scott Campbell Ghost Rider. What do you guys think about this one?
That's okay.
Yeah? Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah, I like the motorcycle.
It's better than the others.
Yeah.
I just wish
All-
we
all
had
the
full
others.
motorcycle.
Even better than the Mary Jane. I love the motor. I like the intricacy on the motorcycle there. I like the
It's almost
blades
like-
on there.
Yeah,
The
I'm missing that front part. Are they going to re-release these later on, like where all these are
A poster or
imposed
something?
and you can get a whole big poster of all of them or something?
Yeah, if this was a wraparound, I don't even think it's a wraparound, Mark, which is crazy to me.
Right.
It should be the full
That's
motorcycle.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my favorite. I mean, I'm a Ghost Rider
Yeah.
fan, but this is my favorite one.
Yeah, that's a
I would
black-
love to have it, yeah, where it was where you could see the other wheel though, like you could display it like that. Let me know.
Adam Warren, that's kind of interesting, doing a Hellfire Gala book,
Yeah.
old school. This is a great Paratori Moon Knight cover. We talked about that when I was on FOC. There's the
Hey, bro.
Doom JSC. Did you guys see the Doom?
Dumasaur, bro. Look at that, dude.
Oh yeah, the Doomasaur is good too. This is a JSC Doctor Doom. Yeah.
Strapped.
Wow. Come on,
Here's
bro.
the Doomasaur. Carlo Pagulian? Pagulian?
Dude, that looks so fucking cool, dude.
I liked it.
So do I. I always love Doomasaur. Pablo Villalobos, 1 in 150 on the Virgin.
Selling
Let's
for
see
half
this.
ratio. Look how badass that is.
Bro.
Sick.
Yeah, that's
Come
good.
on.
It's a different pose for Doom you don't see very often. Dude, that wolf character that's in these
Bro,
books,
that's badass, dude.
yeah, this character is still selling 100. I think John, you have one of those copies, right? You showed
Yeah.
the pickups a while ago. It's still selling for $125 plus on the secondary market.
I think
Yeah.
it was 1 in 25, right?
Yep.
Or one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's badass. I like that Spider Woman cover. That
Look at
Kari
this.
Andrews.
Bro, there's 2 Storm covers that are good, but this cover right here by Jung Yoon Yoon is
Sick.
holy cow, is that a good cover?
Yeah.
Love that hair.
So do I, bro. So do I.
Just
The
everything
eyes,
works with the trade and her hair and
the
just
lightning, the little lightning,
Yeah.
her hand placement.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that the uniform is a play on the old school giant size X-Men uniform.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, what a
Mhm.
beautiful, beautiful cover. This is just
That's a nice cover, man.
Yeah, it's just the open order too, which is
That's
crazy.
pretty.
Here's the other one. This is the Mateus Manahini, and this is a decent
the
cover
third eye
too.
link?
She's on a hippo, dude. Look at that shit.
That's
Hippos are
different.
mean, man. I don't know if they're the best form of transportation when you can fly, but
They'll
they're
fuck
some
you
mean-ass
up, though.
animals.
Yeah,
they'll fuck
bro.
you up.
They kill more people than alligators in Africa.
I'm not messing with them.
Hell yeah. Look at that. She's a badass, bro. Storm is such a badass. Such a good character. That's an interesting Baldion cover too.
What's that an homage to? It feels like a World War II homage.
Yeah, like a propaganda poster. This is like every Dave Johnson cover that I've seen.
Yeah.
Feels like a propaganda poster cover.
That's
And I love
super
those.
cool.
Yeah. Latveria. Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah,
cool
there you
seeing
go.
that in Fantastic Four. This Sorrentino is pretty good. Like that.
That's pretty cool.
First
I'm
appearance
okay with
of
that.
Earth 6160
New Angel.
Yeah.
Archangel forever, dude. That's all I gotta
Hell
say.
yeah. I'm with you, bro.
X Factor 24, probably my favorite book. One of my favorite books growing up.
Look at this Marquez cover for, what's that? Uncanny X-Men 19. I love that cover right there.
Oh,
Dude,
that
that's
is so
cool,
nice.
man. Love the cowgirl, dude. Come
The
on.
color, the
Absolutely love
trade dress, old school trade dress.
Put her in some Dallas Cowboy, colors, man. Get somebody to remark that over there. Put some stars on it.
Deadpool
Fuck
and the
that up.
Outlaw. That character's name. All right, you have the J. Scott Campbell Rogue. This one's a little lacking compared to the stuff that he's been putting out, but it's still good.
Oh yeah,
Looks, yeah.
mama.
Yeah,
He's done so many Savage Lands lately as well. So
yeah, it looks good in an old school uniform. Love that green and gold.
Mm-hmm.
turn around.
Yeah, Art Germ,
Bubblegum.
cover. This Wolverine, but I love Jung Yoon Yoon's the Storm cover, but this Wolverine cover is a little fucking crazy, bro.
So this is just they just keep doing Wolverine #1, right?
Look at that face, bro. It looks like
Bro, that looks like Hugh Jackman taking a shit.
It looks like a monkey, dude. It looks like what's the Monkey God video game? That's what it looks like.
The claws just like being stuck in the rock is really strange, right?
Yeah.
Right, if all the things is stick your claws in there. Let me see if I can go through this rock. I knew it.
It does. I don't think he can just do that. Actually,
Shout out to Alex
the
who
rock
just
would
dropped
break.
10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate
Thank you, Alex.
How do you even accept them?
You have
I'm
to.
good.
So for those of you guys that always wonder why you never win memberships, you have to go. So you click when you're under your account and you're on like a show. Click on the money thing and it'll say accept gifted memberships. You have to. It'll tell you how to accept them. So we got some really good members only content coming out here soon. I'm going to be e-fapping a bunch of content from the world of the community drama stuff. It's really blown up lately, and there's going to be stuff I'm going to be going over on that stuff. So that word e-fapping is always weird to say too. So enjoy
I'm not
that.
sure what it means, but I figure it means.
Yeah, I always wonder what you're talking about when you're saying that.
It means every frame a pause, but there's also, of course, the fapping term, which is kind of weird.
Like spank your monkey.
It does sound like some kind of porn related thing that
Look
you're
at
saying.
Clutch down there
I
being
assume
like,
what you-
yeah,
It's been a weird
I'll be
show,
back.
guys. 6
I'll
inches
be
of
back. I gotta go
Campbell.
fap off.
6 inches.
fapping.
Good guy goes fat
I'll be
ball.
back. I'm gonna go fap off.
Mark Spears Monster Balls. And then on the back of it, it'll say no fapping.
smelling
Why
Dennis.
Mark Spears
Like,
monster balls?
guys.
It's been a
Stop.
We're a
weird.
bad influence on
Monster
Mark
Balls
Spears,
come
man.
out? Man,
Well,
where's
I
my,
want
I don't have a Silverhawks or a Thundercat.
You have a Thundercats coming out,
Oh,
bro.
I have
Look
a
at this
Thundercat.
banger. Look at
That's
this
my last
banger.
Dynamite Thundercats. And Silverhawks is done too.
Bro, look how good that is.
Oh, bro, come on, bro.
It should have been Glow in the Dark.
Oh, glow in the dark. Oh my God. That would have been amazing. Look how good
That's
that
super
is. And
fucking cool, dude.
the red, it even looks good. There's the red.
Bro, that's fucking fire, dude. That's cool.
Right?
Love it.
This
Yeah,
cover came
that
out.
guy's the best right there. Let's just quit. Let's just turn this off right now.
Game over, bitches.
It's over, Mike.
There's some
Is that a
good-
virgin from Monster Balls?
Right? They're this big.
That's a decent cover too, right there. With the
Chad
gold.
Zudis, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, the Chat Zudis is
Look at
good
that,
too,
bro.
Yeah.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
And
Mama.
Stilettos. Look at the Perillo. That's good.
Killer.
This is too bad it's 616, but it's good art.
There's Rachie. She was at Jagley's booth.
Yeah, she was. Yep.
She was.
Let's see here. Absolute stuff. I love the Teleski Batgirl cover. That's a great cover. Just a base A cover.
Dude, I signed a lot of absolute ones. Batman, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman in when I was in Florida and at this weekend. I want to say just as many of those as I did of monsters. That's how many I signed of those things.
I mean, they're beautiful, affordable, and foil.
Yeah,
Like that, you know what I mean. They weren't super limited, so it didn't catch people by surprise. So for people to get a 3-cover set signed by you was is something. Is that your only 3-cover set?
that's my only full thing at all from DC. I've never did anything full at DC except that, and that'd be the only set, I guess. Now those other covers are coming. I didn't sign
The
one
cards?
Aquaman.
Yeah, those
Have you
just came out though. Which
Have
is
you ever had?
interesting.
But yeah, the
Connected,
Aquaman,
bro?
that's the number one of that series. Then there'll be 13 of those. And I think then I'll start signing more of those.
Leg, this is an
But-
artist that we saw at KRS's booth that absolutely destroyed Kyung
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people
Yum.
he'd say the guys at the booth said he said call me Q.
Q.
His English is little not super fluent. So we just most people I see online call him Yum. I mean, do you guys want to see his?
Look at these, dude. These,
I got his books.
yeah, these remarks that he did on these books are so freaking good. It's unreal.
Bro, look at the little bird, bro.
I know. This is a really good artist, up and coming artist. Here you go. Let's show.
Yeah, these are the only ones I can reach right here, but like fun, like stuff, like quick, like little remark stuff. It's too bad I've got the ramen noodles. I can't reach the other ones that I have. So SDCC, he's putting on here things like this. Then look at this, look at this head sketch.
Oh wow!
Right?
Oh,
No,
my
it's crazy.
gosh.
And look with his name right there at the top.
That's beautiful.
Right, and it's just going on. Yeah, these are so nice. These limited Chun-Lis, and I got as soon as he did these, I got some more. These are just the only ones I have right now. But he did like legit like, oh, there you go. So he did these are all look. He just do different ones.
It's
I don't know.
awesome.
If, like there's the ramen noodles that you did on
noodle
Lock
ones.
eating ramen on there. On the yeah, she's got a noodle bowl down there at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, just look at this stuff. Just line it up, and this guy's going off. So I was like, yeah, I'll take some more of these, please. Just amazing work. So I'm gonna have like a hopefully 9.8 collectible here that says SDCC. Well, this guy just took his time doing that stuff. So
Yeah.
up and coming for sure. And just because we had the opportunity, he was on the same side of the table. Shout out Tony Trophy because that guy's
Oh, Tony
remember
Trophy's
that
killing it, bro.
remember that name. Awesome person, and remember that name.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let me get back to where I was. Hopefully it didn't destroy everything. I think it did, yeah. I always do that, dude. I always do that.
You ruined it, Sean.
We forgive you.
I fat finger it.
I have to because it's my fault. So
Thunder, 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 cat.
All right, hold on here.
was that the only spears on the list?
Can I have a hug? Duck.
I
Is
believe
this what came out
so.
today? I think Monsters reprint.
Well, we have
came out.
monsters coming up. Yeah, we have monsters coming up.
Okay.
This Gerard Perel Chitara cover is freaking fascinating to me. Like, I can't tell if it's really, really good or like it's. Look at that.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet.
His
I'm-
signature placement.
Yeah, dude. He's a bad motherfucker, man.
Damn.
Oh, that's Cheetah. I thought it was
Thundercat?
Chitara.
Yeah,
from
I did say
Thundercat.
Chitara. I meant Cheetah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was sitting there going, "Wow, there's a crossover." Didn't even know nothing about it.
No, I meant to say Cheetah.
When are we getting a Lady Death variant by Mark Spears? When Mark gets all this other work done, I will do one though. I guarantee you.
Let's
I
go,
just gotta-
Amen. Amen.
Got to get this Spawn thing done.
They did a facsimile of the Jock cover. Jock was at San Diego, and none of us brought any Jock stuff to get signed.
Yeah.
I brought some. I didn't bring enough, and like when his line was insane, like
Yeah.
everybody else's was short. I don't think he was there that often signing. So whenever I go over, because he was at Comic Sketch Art, big surprise, and yeah, so they're like, I'm like, what are you guys waiting for? And I don't know if you remember the booth being a square, like Otley was at the top, and he was here, and it was up the side and down this way. I'm like, what are you guys waiting for? Because I'm trying to get to somebody else, and they said Jock, and I was like, understandable.
So I know it's 616, you guys, but fucking this cover by Pouliot is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Cedric Pouliot just destroys.
Yeah, dude.
For sure.
And then this one by Federici is another great cover.
Dude,
Harley
how
Quinn.
good is that, dude?
Oh, bro. The Monsterverse stuff is crazy.
That's really good. That's how
Yeah.
good that is.
There's a 1 in 25 that's interesting for Poison Ivy 35. There's a 1 in 50 Ejikuri Virgin, which is the same as the trade dress. So why even print it? That Steve Beach Resurrection Man is really good. I need to read that series. Christian Ward always doing great stuff. Miguel Mercado, one of the best in the game right now. I mean, his covers for this Hello Darkness run are so good. Look at that. Damn.
That something was killing the children from
Mhm.
SDCC was just absolutely
Badass.
insane.
Yeah. Tula Lowtie, Jenny Frizen, Dave Johnson. Power Rangers. Prime. Something is killing the children. You have a Panosian 20th anniversary. Schmalky. Look at that. There's a Schmalky. You would love that. All right. There is the Suspiria, you guys.
Yay.
Mama!
Oh my God. Look at this cover. This is definitely in the running for cover of the year.
Yeah, dude. Mama.
Wow.
All that OA that has been sold for like $1,100.
I know.
Yeah, dude.
I want to cry.
I know.
And that's on a foil. It looks really, really nice.
Oh yeah.
Sanford Green connecting cover for the Bitter Root stuff still looking good. Look at that Nat Jones stained glass cover. You guys know I love stained glass covers. This one's really good. It's dope.
I want to make a cover with stained glass, skulls, and a jack-o'-lanterns, and that would be Brian's ultimate cover.
Yes,
Do it.
yeah. The greatest cover ever, my friend. The Portella Roadblock is really good. Love that.
And you got to put Uncle Sam in there, Mark.
Yes.
Oh,
Uncle
that's
Sam
right.
too,
He loves
yeah.
Uncle
Put
Sam.
it in the stained
And
glass.
an alien. And
Yeah.
an alien.
And the Watcher.
And the Watcher. Yes.
And the watch there.
I'd walk through the back. Yep.
When's your birthday, Brian?
We'll date stamp
Yeah.
it.
Let's throw in.
Did you guys see the Flops comics connecting Rick and Morty?
No. Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. So he's doing a
That's
connecting
awesome.
for Rick and Morty. All right,
More,
cul-de-sac, you guys.
more flops, please. More flops. I want to read this so badly.
The famous, limited to 36, Jonathan Wayshack Impaled Edition. Whoever got one of these, please send us pictures and videos of what it looks like in person. We sat with the guy who created this. This guy right here, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his name right now, but a really cool dude. And he said he would come on the show and talk about how he made each one. And it was crazy hearing about it, man. They're all like one of ones. They spent months and months trying to figure out how to make it. Such a cool idea. I mean, look at this. They just, and then of
Pretty
course,
cool.
right?
Pretty creative, man.
It is, dude. It's a cool idea. It's fun. I'm all for stuff like this. You know,
And
people
look
get
how
all
it
butthurt.
presents as a piece.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like that is so cool though, man.
And by the way,
What'd be really neat is if it was some kind of magnet or something to where you could undo it or do
Yes.
it if you want to display it that way or not display it.
great point. That would have been good. But let me tell you guys, this book is fucking awesome. Absolutely amazing.
You got to read it?
Yeah, it's really fucking good, dude.
Oh shit.
Yep. So that's the so I want to know, there's only 36 of them. I guess you had to be one of the first 36 stores to place your orders for the 500 copies or more. What do we think these are going to sell for on the secondary market?
I don't know. I
300
mean, Bad
bucks.
Idea has a cult following that we might have something to be a part of, you know. But I don't know, because they've got. I mean, it's just massive Bad Idea fans, people that have to have them all.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
Same. Hey, just like monsters, man.
Look
They're
at this
gonna get
cover.
out there like, well, I can't live without this.
Yep.
And 36 is attainable. 3, you know, you're probably out, right? 36, man. If you got a wallet, somebody's selling.
Yeah. And then this is kind of interesting. Did you guys see this? Key Collector getting in the exclusive variant game. This is the first, I believe, Key Collector comic variant. It's the origin of the Impaled Edition comic, which I think is another great idea. Like, what a cool little play on that. I don't know.
You think he'll finally get the prices right on his normal comic?
It's limited to 125. So does he put a price on it on his app for this? I think this would be the one like where it's like maybe he shouldn't put a price on his app for it or a little
Well, his
link.
prices are way off, so I don't know what to say here, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a right price on anything that didn't release that day in my ever on there.
I love this. I think this is cool. So I hope to get one of these one day. We'll see. There's also a Liefeld cover that is it's a little lacking, but you know, it's not the best of Liefeld covers, but it is for the Hero Trade project.
What do you?
Yeah, I want my
so many questions in the 4 seconds of silence I just had.
Bro, like it's like, bro.
I want dynamic Rob Liefeld. I want action going on, you know.
Right.
Street Fighter, a lot of Street Fighter stuff. This Chung Li. There's a
Street Fighter was wearing less and less clothes these days.
I know, right? Dick Tracy, got a Francavilla. All right. Archie, there's a Dan Parent. There's a Tarasov.
Shut up, Dan Parent.
Yeah, shout out to Dan Parent. A Lego one, a Stadium Comics. I like these pop art ones that they do. That one's kind of weird though.
Hit on
Silver
one in a
Surfer.
while, man.
Yeah, they haven't hit on one. You're right. Since the skull, the skeleton one. And then speaking of monsters, ladies and gentlemen, you have the holofoil. I can't wait to see this in a holofoil. But then you have the second print of number 3 and the 1 in 20 of that second print. So you got the Something Wicked This Way Comes homage the witch. That's fucking creepy, dude. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Ugh.
Looks like my
That's-
mother-in-law, dude.
This is the mother-in-law variant.
The mother-in-law variant.
We
That's
need-
what we should.
Hood,
So
can we get
crazy.
your mother-in-law to sign a couple of those?
Bro.
Look at this
It
one.
says
though,
fuck
dude.
Red Hood.
Dude, that's awesome.
Dude, I'll get it. Yeah, that's
The
good.
eyeball. Look at the eyeball.
We
just
got
chilling.
to see these this weekend. We got to see this anyway. And
Bro,
the van-
he's
Dude,
mad
dude,
dogging. He's mad dogging you the way Stein was mad dogging on on Brian's video, man.
Bro, Stein just came back from the dead. Look at all the blood in the water.
I know. I love the eyeball just floating.
Yeah, eyeball there.
That's the 1 in 20.
105 already on a 1 in 20.
Yep, 105. Yep.
5 times ratio.
Let's see here.
That Kari Randolph is pretty cool.
I like that Kari Randolph. I do. Yeah. But this is cool. This is a new book out by Panic, and I really like to talk more about this Panic entertainment stuff and learn more about it. I don't know much about it, but they got they're doing this book called Tama, and like off the Tamaguchi stuff, I guess. But they got Tony to do all the 1 in 10 homage covers, which he's really good at doing. So, and then a Dustin Wen regular cover. This is supposed to be a big book, from what I hear. It's a
That's cool.
6-issue limited series, I believe. So, yep. This is the Charlemagne the God book, Illuminati, at issue number 2 is coming out today, and that is it for New Comic Book Day. You guys got anything else that you can think of? What do we got coming up? I know, Leg, do you have any sales coming up?
Yeah, same time as always. I'll be on tomorrow night at 6:30, Friday at 4. Yeah, pretty much same schedule all the time. I'm thinking about trying out some Whatnot again, just to maintain different audience and things like that. So yeah, keep an eye. I mean, I sold on there for so long. I've had such good success on eBay, but just to connect with a little bit different audience and do a little bit different stuff. So that's good. Things have been great. Lots of books going to CGC. So yep.
Clutch, what about you? You got real quick, Hood. Do you have any sales coming up, Clutch?
Maybe tomorrow night, if not this weekend.
Nothing this weekend. Maybe tomorrow night. Okay.
Yep.
Hood, what do you got coming up, brother?
No, I was telling you, I'm still working on that Transformers Vampirilla sale. Should happen in the next 2 weeks, but it's going to be fucking crazy, dude. I got all these retailer incentives on Vampirilla and Transformers, like really scarce fucking books. So,
I love the
like don't jump on my show if you don't have any money, dude. Like, I don't want you there. Don't even look, dude. Like, just don't like. I don't care how you got there. Just step right out,
bro. I like community.
I got $5.
I was just playing, man. It was funny. I heard somebody that Whatnot say that one time. I thought it was the most, because he was pissed. He goes, "You guys get paid in rocks?" It was the most. I was like,
customer base, yeah,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, you gotta know like what you're doing. Whatnot, like people are gonna try and snipe stuff, dude. So like, don't start things off at $1 if it's $500, man. Like, unless your name rhymes with Comic Tom,
Right.
Like,
I'm making a shirt that says "All is fair in love" in dollar auctions.
Yeah.
And I'm the one who started it for $1. You're the one who bought it. Yeah. If you didn't give me enough money, that's my fault for giving you a chance at $1. All is fair in love in dollar auctions. You'll see that on me at a con, and that's okay.
Hey, if they were ever going to do a foil, I would want it on G.I. Joe Yearbook #1, bro. This is one of the most underrated covers.
That is a badass cover, dude.
They did a reprint of that for the Kickstarter.
Yep.
They did.
Yep.
They did, didn't they?
Yep.
Was it foil?
Yeah. No. It wasn't foil, I don't think.
Yeah. I don't remember.
But there was something different about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked a little bit different.
Okay.
I got a copy here for you if you need.
It'll be the next fame cover.
Ask me, Brian, if I got anything going on. I'll tell you.
Mark, do you have any sales coming up?
No, but I do have something that starts with an S and sales starts with an S. So my Spencer T-shirts, Spirit Halloween shirts, they showed them to me today. The actual shirts that been printed. So we are within maybe a month, and you will be getting those at your local Spirit Halloween's Spencer stores.
Ooh, people were asking in the chat earlier too about getting Monsters hats and shirts, and there's where you guys can get shirts.
Well, I know you know
now
which. Can
these
you tell us which?
Those I've told you they're making the creature holding the girl, was issue number 2, I think. That's a shirt. Uncle Sam's a shirt. The Dracula cover of issue 1, where it's just him with blood, that's a shirt. The Bride with the new haircut, that cover's not been released because I was waiting. That's a shirt. And then there's the Witch, Hexy, that cover for issue 4, I think, 5, that with the webs behind her, but it's not got the webs. I think that's a shirt. So these are coming really soon. I just had to approve today that the actual ones after they printed them. So now I'm going to be making merch as well, hats, and I'll do T-shirts and stuff. But dude, these shirts are going to be, I saw the price tag on them. They're like in the 20s, like what a normal Spitzer shirt costs, $23,
awesome,
$24, something like that.
That's going to be a big deal.
Dude,
So you said
inside the tag right there says Mark Spears Monsters. On the logos on every one of them. I was hoping, maybe they'll at least put my logo, maybe small print inside. No, every one of them has the big logo. So you're representing Monsters wherever you go with these, man. And I just think it's snowball effect. It's just going to be great. It's going to help everything. So.
And a lot of new eyes will be on Mark Spears Monsters.
Yeah. Mark, you said both. Is it both? You said Spencer's, and you also said Spirit Halloween.
Spencer's own Spirit Halloween. So I would imagine Spirit Halloween stores will be popping up here in about a month. So they'll probably carry them there as well, since it's very, Halloween related. But I know they're carrying them in Spencer stores as well. So,
okay, everybody, are we flipping these or not?
There's a 1 in 30 T-shirt,
The amount of
That's
hate
gonna be
that
hilarious.
gold
Like
follow.
Bride, $125.
the amount of hate
that's super
that were
fucking awesome,
on
Mark.
flippers over the last couple days in the comments. I saw a guy basically say in the comments, I forget who it is, so I apologize who said it, but he said, I have a store and ask me how many of my customers are flippers. None. They're all readers. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, you are so disconnected, dude. Like, if you think that
anybody ever buy 2 copies?
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Yeah. So you might not want to.
Like-
let's just hope that they do.
Bro,
well.
you don't even know who your daddy is, dude. Why? Because your mom said so? Come on, bro.
Wait, with you I saw y'all have that conversation last night. I think it was
Right?
Dennis was talking about flippers and all that. My thing is though, there's flippers, and I'm fine with flippers because you bought it from me. I'm done after that, right? My thing is though, the flipper is still selling it to someone who actually wanted it. So it's not just flippers selling it to each other. Leg don't sell it to, Brian, and Brian sells it back to Leg. They're finding the right audience for it that couldn't find it. So there are I think everybody's right. There are readers out there, but a lot of readers I talk to don't have a local comic book store. They get them off of websites, eBay, whatnot, eBay Live.
I don't have one.
They don't, they just don't have that stuff. So I think we're all eating at the same table, but I do think there's a lot of readers out there, but they need flippers to actually be able to find the books they want to read. So
I think that there's a lot of people who do both. Like Cicada says in the chat, I read everything and I also sell comics, so I guess I'm a flipper. Exactly. Flipper isn't a bad thing. Like this again, let's go back to the hashtag dirty flipper thing,
it's
right?
Part of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah.
Like
I'll tell you right now, your comic
flipping?
shop is not upset. If you walk into it tomorrow and buy 3 copies of the same book, they would probably kiss your forehead and say thank you. You're just taking those other copies, those other 2 maybe, to the audience that they're not going to. They might not want to sell online or whatever. I have no problem with flippers, retailers, whatever you want to call them. I think it's they're finding an audience for our books and stuff. And like Brian said, it's a cycle. You get rid of the flippers, well, then you have a lot of people out there who goes, where do I get those books now? I don't know where they're at. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so many people want to CGC your stuff and your signatures because they don't have other chances. Like you said, limiting your time spent at cons, and it means something. And like, and also Huntsville and Chattanooga are not exactly the easiest places to get to in the world, you know, and people don't have the time off, you know, so it's like, you know, but it's not you know, if you were doing Vegas, I mean, that con would have added thousands of people to that con when there was already Campbell and Otley and Cho and, you know, whoever was there. Same thing, man. So I definitely know that people want keepsakes.
Yeah.
People that get stuff from us, they're definitely fans, definitely part of Beyond Wednesdays. They will come up, show stuff, and be able to get things into their hands that they can't get.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
John, do you have anything coming up? You setting up at any cons anytime soon?
Yeah, I've got Route 110 in Long Island, which will be the last Sunday of next month, and Queen's Comic Party in Brooklyn, Williamsburg, Brooklyn next month, and then New York City Comic Con in October.
Hell yeah.
Where I hope to see you guys.
Amen. We're going to try and get out there. We got a lot of stuff that we want to do. Okay. Tomorrow night, you guys, special edition of the industry show. We're going to have Darren Davis on for a special edition to talk about Tidal Wave and, you know, what are his thoughts on everything he's been hearing, that we've been hearing, and, you know, what changes are coming or not with Tidal Wave in the future. So make sure you guys come hang out with us for that. That'll be at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And then after that, depending on if Clutch or Leg is going, I'll be jumping on eBay Live to do a sale. I also have a sale this Sunday and this Monday where I'll have the majority of my San Diego Comic Con stuff, including I do have a couple of the Suspiria covers that I'll offer. I've got all of my signed stuff and everything that I picked up at the con, to including some of the Monsters books. I picked up 2 of those because that cover is my favorite, and I picked up 2 of the clown covers, but I do have some of the other ones available. And yeah, basically everything I picked up will be available for the most part. And you know, if you didn't get any of your San Diego books, make sure you come hang out. Follow the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications because I dual stream everything, and you'll be able to you know, get the link of where I'm selling, whether it's Whatnot or eBay Live, from the live chat. So the easiest way to know when I'm selling and what it is, is to follow on YouTube, and I'll post in the community section before I go live, and when I go live, I'll post, you know, obviously be dual streaming it. So we'll have Sveta books, we'll have a lot of just the really good stuff that came out at San Diego that a lot of these guys might have already sold that I haven't yet. So if you didn't get your chance to get some of these, they will be available on Sunday, Monday, and maybe tomorrow night after the show. So that being said, great show tonight, you guys. Thanks for everybody for hanging out with us. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe. Go check out all these guys' different channels, whether it's their social medias or their YouTube channels. Sub up. You can find all their information in the stuff below. Thanks to close to the 100 of you that stayed till the end. We appreciate you guys. Adios.